There's not a feeling in this galaxy like riding a 100-ton walker right through the middle of a combat zone. Huh, kid?
Approaching Droliad village, sir. Scope shows small arms fire and enemy movements in all quarters. Separatists are definitely moving on the objective.
Another beautiful day on Ord Mantell. You excited, kid? Nervous? You know, you're the first new entry to Havoc Squad in some time.
I've got nothing to be nervous about. Fighting is my life.
Confidence. I like it. Getting tapped for Havoc Squad at your age is nothing to sneeze at. I'm Lieutenant Bex Kolos, but everyone in Havoc calls me Gearbox. We're a tight unit. You'll like it with us. Let me tell you why we're here. The Separatists have nabbed the Republic bomb off a downed transport, a Sirius bomb. One of those orbital strike numbers. There's no telling where these grimy bushwhackers have hidden the thing. They have popular support and hideouts everywhere. Finding this bomb won't be easy.
What are the weapon specs?
The bomb is designed to slag a huge city, so it could wipe this little island right off the map. You'll get a full op brief once we reach Fort Garnick. For now, just sit back and...
Code Red! We've been hit by an AP missile! A shoulder launcher from somewhere in the village! Everyone, hold...
Driver! Driver! Blasted, he's down. Backwater Separatists aren't supposed to have armor-piercing missiles. They'll tear up every convoy that passes through here.
The Separatists want trouble, let's give them some.
Sounds good to me, kid. Fixing things is my specialty, kid. I'm nowhere near the fighter you are. I'll stay and get this walker moving again. You'll disable the Separatist missile launchers. Understood?
Understood, sir.
The Separatists will probably have their missile launchers piled together in a cache somewhere in the village. You can bet that cache will be heavily guarded. Find the cache, disable the missile launchers, and then double time it back here. Got it, Sergeant?
I'm on it.
Good luck out there, kid. Nice work, kid. You've got a talent, there's no denying that. I, however, didn't have much success. This walker isn't gonna be moving anytime soon.
What happens next?
I'm gonna stay here and salvage all the goodies off this wreck before someone else does. You better head for Fort Garnick. Be sure to keep a lookout for Seps on your way to the fort. They can come at you out of nowhere.
Sure you don't want me to stick around and cover you while you work?
No, I'll be fine. Hey, I'm not exactly new to this, kid. Stay sharp out there. I'll see you later.
Excuse me, Sergeant. Sorry to interrupt, but you're the new member of Havoc Squad, aren't you?
I'm Farn, sir. Private Farn. It's a real honor to meet you. Ord Mantell is my first post. I can't believe I'm here at the same time as Havoc Squad.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what's your mission here? Why would Havoc Squad be sent to Ord Mantell?
The Separatists stole the Republic bomb, so we're here to take it back.
Whoa, sounds like dangerous stuff. I won't take up any more of your time, Sergeant. I'm sure you have lots of really important things to do.
You're dismissed, Private.
Goodbye, sir.
Yes. So if we focus our efforts on M Sector, I'm certain that... Sergeant, welcome. Good to have you here. I'm Commander Haran Tavis, Havoc Squad's commanding officer. We're all excited to have some new blood in the unit. Let me introduce you to the other members of Havoc Squad. My second-in-command, Captain Zora, is the squad's infiltration and assassination specialist. We call her Wraith.
Sergeant.
This is Fuse, Lieutenant Vanto Bazrin. He's an expert with every type of explosive in the known galaxy.
Oh, yes. Hello, Sergeant, hello. Good to meet you.
And this is Needles, Lieutenant Ryler Durant. Needles is a medical genius. He's particularly adept at synthesizing powerful new combat stimulants and adrenals.
Perfection is my art, Sergeant. It will be my honor to help you perform at your very best.
And of course you met Gearbox on your way here, so that's everyone. People, this is the new sergeant I mentioned. Rank first in the academy in forward assault, search and destroy, and advanced recon. It's good to have you, Sergeant.
When do we start busting heads, Commander? I'm ready for some action.
Soon enough, Trooper. Soon enough. Now, the reason we're all here. A Republic transport carrying among its cargo a ZR-57 orbital strike bomb crashed in northern Avalatan 6 days ago. Recovery unit sent a team, but they were too late. Separatist forces had already stolen the transport's cargo, including the ZR-57, and fled.
Someone on our side must have tipped the Seps off.
Yes, we've considered that possibility, but we don't have time for a mole hunt. Recovering that bomb is priority one.
The ZR-57 is... well, it's serious hardware, you know? I mean, it can pretty much vaporize this whole island. So we'd better get it back, or, well, boom.
We're investigating several leads to the bomb's location, but the one I'd like you to look into, Sergeant, comes from a Republic spy named Bellis. Bellis reported making an important discovery, but he's too deep to exfiltrate for a full report. Instead, you'll rendezvous with Bellis in a nearby village called Talaran. Bellis will meet you in a small alley in Talaran. Find out what he's discovered, then return to base immediately, understood?
I'll talk to the guy.
I have one last introduction to make. This is Lieutenant Arik Jorgen, an operations officer from the Republic's Ord Mantell Infantry Command. Since we're on individual missions to search for this bomb, Lieutenant Jorgen is coordinating our efforts from here within the mission room.
All right, Sergeant. I'll be overseeing your op through the camera mounted on your armor, so I see what you see. It's activated when you leave the fort. I'll make this completely clear, Rookie. When you're in the field, what I say goes. Period.
I can handle myself, sir.
The other members of Havoc have proven themselves on dozens of ops, Sergeant. You haven't. Just make your way to Talaran, meet up with Bellis, and find out what he knows without screwing anything up.
Good luck in Talaran, Sergeant. Dismissed.
Sergeant, good to see Havoc Squad colors in the field. Nasty fight out here. Can't tell friend from enemy half the time. Seps just take off their uniforms and blend into the villages. Still, Fort Garnick's one of the better posts. Good for training, you know.
How long you been in the field, Sergeant?
Just about 3 years now. I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for the instructors at the FG. Head up and see Lieutenant Forrest when you get a chance. He'll help you survive in this craziness.
Great. Bellis is KIA. That's some fine work, Sergeant. Do you think you could have taken a little longer getting to the RV point?
Sir, please come and assist me if you feel it would be beneficial, sir.
This isn't a joke, Sergeant. However, there is a chance you might be able to find out what Bellis learned. If you follow procedure, Bellis should have left a coded recording of his discovery in his field box, hidden somewhere inside his home in Talaran. Remember, if the Separatists know Bellis was a spy, they may already be searching his house or waiting to ambush Republic agents as they come. Stay alert. You have to get that field box from Bellis' house before the Separatists do. Double time it.
Roger that.
Jorgen out.
Excuse me? What are you doing in my house? Is there no limit to your nerve? You barricade the town, you break into people's homes. Are you insane? You're going to blow my husband's cover, storming in here in plain view. What are you thinking? Bellis isn't even here. He left for some kind of meeting. Now get out of here before you raise suspicions.
I'm afraid your husband was killed by the Separatists, ma'am.
Oh, no, not Bellis. He can't be dead, no. Bellis risked his life every day for you. And now you've gone and gotten him killed. My poor, sweet Bellis.
You should be very proud, ma'am. Your husband died serving the Republic.
What are you, a droid? He was my husband! I don't care about you or your stupid Republic. My husband is dead.
As soon as I have your husband's field box, ma'am, I'll leave you alone.
Why should I give it to you? You got my husband killed. All of you. You killed him!
Bellis was loyal to the Republic, ma'am. He would want you to help us.
What he wanted was to make a living and keep a roof over our heads. And you took advantage. You paid him to get himself killed.
Your husband gave his life to bring us this information. If you don't help us now, his sacrifice will mean nothing.
Don't feed me that garbage. You want the field box? Fine, it's over there. Take it. Take it and get out.
Well, now that you've put my entire mission in danger, I'll be glad to go.
Oh, Bellis.
Oh, Sergeant, hey, you're back. Good job out there in Talaran. Really nice work.
I'll take the field box you retrieved, Sergeant. And maybe next time, you could bring me a live Republic agent instead. Lieutenant Bazrin here still thinks you're mission-worthy, so he has a task for you. He'll brief you while I start decoding Bellis' intel.
Oh, yes, we found an urgent lead while you were in Talaran, Sergeant. The perfect op for our new assault specialist.
What's the assignment?
Here's what happened. This refugee comes into the fort, right? Not that unusual, but this guy says he knows about a Separatist bombing. One happening today. All we got was his name, Miru. 'Cause he was thrown out of the fort before we could get to him.
I don't think throwing informants out is standard procedure.
Bums come here every day trying to trade intel for credits. It's bogus 90% of the time, so the grunts downstairs usually chase them off.
I guess Miru could be lying, but what if he does know about the ZR-57? We can't take that risk. Anyway, we looked into it, and Miru is staying over in the refugee camp. See if you can find him there.
Yes, sir.
And while you're gone, Jorgen will decode the information from Bellis' field box. Hopefully we'll find out what the Separatists are hiding.
Now get to the refugee camp and get Miru's intel, soldier. If this bombing's happening soon, there's no time to waste.
Oh no, not this again. What, you people didn't have enough fun beating me up at the fort? Gotta come find me here too? You're nothing but thugs in uniform, and your bosses are going to hear about it. Your bosses' bosses. All the way on Coruscant, you hear me? You're going down.
You have every right to be mad, sir, but I really need your assistance.
Look, what do you want from me, huh? Because I've had enough of you people for a lifetime.
You said you had information for us earlier. I came to find out what you know.
So, now you want the information. Well, you know, I probably could have helped a few hours ago, before that whole savage beating I got. But now, after all the trauma, I might have just forgot everything I knew about any separatist bombings.
Please, thousands of lives are at stake here.
What about my life, huh? Things ain't that easy out here for me. Now, if I knew how much the Republic valued my contributions, say, with a few credits, my memory would probably be much better.
I'll speak to my superiors about your compensation after we've acted on your intelligence.
The same superiors who threw me out of the fort? I don't buy that for a minute.
Failure to aid a Republic agent is treason, Miru. And I don't like traitors.
Whoa, hey, let's just calm down a minute here, okay? I'll help. I saw the Separatists hiding a bunch of bombs alongside the road near here. You know, setting up an ambush. I heard them say the bombs are timed to blow when some troop convoy is going past. I don't know when, but it's gotta be soon. So, are we done here? Because I got a lot of work I need to do around the camp today.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, sure, anytime.
All right, Sergeant. I copied what Miru said, and this bomb situation sounds like the real thing. I want you to head for the road Miru described and locate the Separatist hidden bombs. A troop convoy is scheduled to move through the area any minute now, so you need to get those bombs defused ASAP. Double time it, soldier.
I do my best work under pressure.
Jorgen out.
Sergeant! Excuse me, Sergeant? I'm very sorry to bother you, sir, but you're the only person I could think to go to. All of the other officers I've met here are completely corrupt. All but you, sir. I know I can trust you.
I appreciate your trust, Private. Now speak freely. What's this all about?
It's my CO, Lieutenant Verk. He's scamming everyone in his command, and nobody does anything about it. Verk forces all of us to kick up to him to get safe postings. Credits, weapons, stuff we confiscate from the Seps, everything. If you don't play along, Verk assigns you to the most dangerous patrol routes on the island. It's like a death sentence.
Corrupt officers give us all a bad name. Someone should report this guy.
My buddy tried to report him. The next day, he disappeared to Talaran. And the day after that, he came back in a box. You're in Havoc squad, sir. You're important. You could talk to someone who matters.
I'll inform my superiors about Lieutenant Verk's activities immediately, Private.
Thank you, sir. So much. I really appreciate this. I do.
If that's everything, Private, you're dismissed. Stay safe out there.
Yes, sir. Thanks again, sir.
Sergeant, good to see you again. Superb work on that ambush situation. Adaptability like that is what Havoc Squad is all about.
Thank you, sir.
I have other good news as well. Lieutenant Jorgen has finished reviewing the intel from Bellis's field box. It's given us a real breakthrough.
Did Bellis manage to uncover the ZR-57's hiding place?
He did, Sergeant.
Bellis discovered that the Separatists have the ZR-57 secured inside their supply outpost on Manor Point, a small island just off the coast.
I sent Wraith ahead directly to the outpost, and she successfully located a secured area where we believe the bomb is stored. Judging by the dramatic increase in the number of guards and the complex security systems installed, we're certain the bomb is there.
Honestly, with security like this, Manor Point looks more like an Imperial military base than a Separatist hideout to me. I think the Seps are getting a helping hand, Commander.
From the Imperials? That seems unlikely, Lieutenant. Surely our spies would have discovered any Imperial involvement on Ord Mantell long before now.
The Seps do seem unusually well-equipped, Commander.
We can discuss the possibility of any Imperial connections later. Let's focus on the mission at hand. Wraith can't breach the secure area of the Manor Point outpost alone, so I'm sending you in immediately. The Manor Point bridge is out of commission, so you'll have to make an amphibious approach to the island. When you arrive, effect entry into the supply outpost and rendezvous with Wraith inside. She'll give you further instructions at that time. Understood?
Before I go, sir, there's a lieutenant named Verk running a bribery scheme with the men under his command.
Verk? I know the guy. He's a pretty pathetic officer, but nobody's ever made any official complaints. None that I heard about, anyway.
Lieutenant Jorgen and I will see to this. You should get moving to Manor Point so that you can rendezvous with Wraith inside the Separatist outpost. Dismissed.
Sergeant, no time to waste. The bomb is behind a force field. We're breaching it.
That sounds easy enough.
I will disable the shield from here. You pass through and destroy its generator. When the generator is down, I will rejoin you.
Understood, sir.
Then go.
Hold your fire. We surrender. We surrender.
Please. We're all hurt. Bad. We can barely walk.
We won't interfere or try to stop you. I swear it. We'll walk out the door and never come back. Just please, let us live.
You can go. As long as you don't cause trouble. Understood?
Really? You mean it? Thank you. Thank you.
You're an honorable soldier. We appreciate it.
There's a lot more shooting to be done. Keep your heads down and move out.
We'll do that. Thanks again.
What the? A Republic soldier? How did you get in here?
The ZR-57. Tell me where it is. Now.
I'll tell you nothing, Republic scum! The glorious separatist movement will never submit to your decadent so-called Republic.
No bomb.
That's right. We're 3 steps ahead of you. 300 steps ahead. The separatist movement is an unstoppable force, driven by the will of the people.
Enough. Kill him?
Let's work this guy over a bit. Make sure he doesn't know anything.
The glorious... You don't scare me. Wait! The bomb! They moved it! They moved it! My commander came. We took the bomb down to the coast and loaded it onto a sea speeder. I don't know where it was taken after that.
Extensive security. Why?
It's because, well, Safro, Viru, and Bowler here. 3 of our greatest heroes who led us in our glorious... They're officers, cell commanders. They run operations in different parts of a villa town. They're having a conference, relocating men to different cells. They're
dead. Sergeant?
I'll take care of them, sir.
Safro, Viru, and Bull are Priority 1 targets, Sergeant. And recovering their data on Separatist cell locations and manpower is too good an opportunity to pass up. That data will be critical to learning the bomb's movements before it's too late.
You have your orders. Get the data. Kill the officers. Go.
Telling ya, I heard blaster fire. I think we've been compromised.
There, intruder! Ball, call for backup, now!
Sorry to break up your little meeting, but Havoc Squad sends their regards.
Safro, wipe the data. We can't let it fall into enemy hands. He's just one man. Kill him.
Sergeant, you've returned. Oh, masterful work eliminating the Separatist officers. The beast has been beheaded.
I'll get the officers' data out to the rest of Havoc right away. As for you, Lieutenant Doran here has a special op already planned out.
Earlier today, a man named Zach came to the fort from Oradam village seeking medical attention. Zach was suffering from acute radiation poisoning, causing catastrophic organ failures. His body was practically tearing itself apart from within. Quite magnificent to observe.
Is it normal for villagers to get radiation poisoning, sir?
Not at all. As a day laborer, Zach performs pointless menial tasks that would never involve any kind of radiation exposure.
On the other hand, Fuse told us that the ZR-57 can leak significant amounts of radiation if handled improperly.
Zach must have been near the ZR-57, knowingly or otherwise. I want the details, even if you must pry them from his dying husk of a mind.
You'll have everything Zach knows, sir. Believe me.
The medics who treated Zach weren't equipped to cure his condition. Most of their supplies have been stolen by scavengers. However, if you were to retrieve the necessary ingredients to treat Zach's affliction, I think you would find the offer of a cure very useful in gaining his cooperation. Given that Zach's current medications can promise only a lifetime of excruciating pain, the potential for a full recovery should be an excellent motivator.
Command knows exactly where the scavengers are. We just haven't had the resources to deal with them. Here are the coordinates and a list of ingredients to retrieve. Any questions?
Hit the scavenger camp, retrieve the ingredients, and cure Zach's radiation poisoning. Understood.
Once you've got the cure collected, you'll confront Zach at his home in Oradam Village and question him about the ZR-57. Nothing fancy on this, Sergeant. Just get the ingredients, get the intel from Zach, and then get back. Dismissed.
You're a soldier, right? From the fort? Please help us. We're really sick. My wife is dying.
Forget it. I'll be fine, Zach. Just get that soldier out of here.
No, Joller. Please, soldier. The medics at the fort. I talked to them earlier. Please, tell them to send help.
As long as you tell me what I need to know, everything will be all right.
What? I don't understand. What would you need our help with?
You've been poisoned by radiation from a stolen Republic bomb.
What? You mean... Jollar, do you know anything about this?
Quiet, Zach. We don't know anything about... anything.
They're the reason we're both sick. Aren't they? You're dying because of them!
Zach, don't. You ruin everything. The movement...
The movement sold us out! They don't care about us! They just care about their weapons and their secrets!
No. I'll never betray the movement. Never.
Let's not make this any harder than it has to be, ma'am.
Jollar, they aren't worth dying for. Think of me. I love you.
If you love me, Zach, you won't betray everything I stand for. Please let me go.
Please, Jollar. No.
If you give me the bomb, I'll give you the cure and forget this ever happened.
I don't have the bomb. But I'll tell you where it is.
Don't, Zach. Don't.
There was this big crate we helped move. I never saw inside, but I'm sure it's what you're looking for. We got sick right after we handled it. We took the crate up to the stronghold. That's the Separatists' main base on the island. Now please, you have to help my wife.
This will cure your radiation poisoning. Thank you for helping me.
Here, love. This will make you feel much better.
No, Zach, please.
Shh. Everything is going to be all right now.
Thank you for your assistance.
So long, soldier.
Come in, Sergeant. I copied everything. Sounds like we're gonna be hitting the Separatists where they live. Good work.
I'm a charming person. What can I say?
Yeah, I guess you missed your calling. But just hang on before you file for that transfer. We still got work to do. Infiltrating that mountain stronghold isn't going to be easy. I put out the call. Havoc is assembling immediately, so get back here on the double.
I can't wait to take these Seps down once and for all.
You and me both, Sergeant. Jorgen out.
Whoa, not so fast, Sergeant. You and me need to have a little talk. I'm Lieutenant Verk. I think maybe you heard of me. See, my boys here saw you having a chat with little Ensign Farn. I know Farn told you about my business, and I know you went and blabbed about it to some very important people. And now, I got a mountain of paperwork to do, hearings to go to, people asking questions, and I don't like that.
Not everyone on Ord Mantell is interested in making you happy.
Maybe not everyone cares, but the ones who want to make it home someday sure do. Wise up. This island is my little kingdom. I can make sure people live, and I can make sure they die. So you better believe that I'm going to make extra sure you come home from your next assignment in a box, Sergeant.
We could settle this right here, Verk. Or are you afraid of me?
Afraid? I ain't afraid of you. If you want to die so bad, then let's make it happen. Lock and load, boys. We're taking this punk down.
Whoa, boss, are you sure? I mean, we're right in the middle of the fort. Someone might hear.
So turn on the sonic damper field. That's what we got it for. And somebody shoot this punk.
Yes, sir. Ah, Sergeant. Welcome back. Grab yourself a seat. You're going to be observing the op here with me.
I take it the rest of my squad is already in the field?
Havoc Squad is infiltrating the Separatist stronghold to retrieve the ZR-57 as we speak. Commander Tavis was very clear. Under no circumstances can I send you in to join Havoc on this mission. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised. I honestly thought you were starting to come along, but I guess Tavis still isn't convinced you're ready for the big time.
I trust Commander Tavis's judgment.
Maybe next time, Sergeant. I'm sure...
Lieutenant, sir! We've got a situation here.
Talk to me, Ensign. What's going on?
We've lost contact with Havoc Squad, sir. Comms, video locators, everything. It's like they've disappeared completely.
That's unacceptable, soldier! You get back to that terminal, and you get me Havoc status. Now!
Yes, sir.
Send me in, Lieutenant. They may need assistance.
It'd be breaking Tavis's orders, but if it comes to that...
Still no signal from Havoc Squad, sir. I think we may have lost them.
All right, listen up, people. This mission will not fail on my watch. We are not going to let that bomb get away again. Infiltrating that stronghold is a mission only Havoc Squad can pull off. Lucky for us, we have one Havoc trooper left. Sergeant, you're going in there. The ZR-57 must not remain in Separatist hands. Is that clear, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
We were hoping to get the bomb back intact, but we're way south of a best-case scenario here. So here's the new plan. We have the activation code for the ZR-57. We disarm the bomb, leaving the Seps with nothing but a big radioactive paperweight.
You'll have to hijack the Separatists' comm system to broadcast the code. This data spike should do the trick.
I never thought it'd come to this, Sergeant. I don't need to tell you what happens if you don't pull this off.
I've never failed a mission before, and I'm not gonna start today.
That's what I like to hear. You have the coordinates for the Separatist stronghold. I'm sure you can guess how much security they're likely to have. Breach the perimeter, use the data spike on the comm terminal, and shut the ZR-57 down for good. Thousands of lives are on the line, Sergeant. We're counting on you. Good luck, Sergeant.
You did it, Sergeant. That was some top-notch soldiering. We're all proud of you.
I encountered Imperial soldiers guarding the bomb.
Copy that. We saw them through your armor cam. Unbelievable. Imperial soldiers operating right alongside the Separatists. We need to know how deep this connection goes. I want you to continue further into the base. Finding the rest of Havoc Squad is now priority 1. If they've been captured, they might be able to tell us more about what's going on in there. If possible, you should also retrieve the ZR-57. It costs about 40 million credits, so Command would like it back. But your squad mates are the main objective now.
If you learn any more, be sure to contact me.
You got it, Sergeant.
Sergeant, I thought my orders were very clear. You aren't supposed to be here.
I will take him.
No, Wraith. The Sergeant deserves to know the truth. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I harbor no ill will toward you. You're everything a warrior should be. But I'm afraid the Republic no longer values her warriors, even the very best among them.
You fought the Empire for years. Do you really think things are better over there?
The Empire respects warriors, Sergeant. The Republic's top officials, on the other hand, have decided to cast us aside. The truth is that no matter what they may say, the Republic Senate doesn't actually believe it can win another war against the Empire. That makes you and I a threat. Every Havoc Squad victory fires up people's imaginations. It fills them with pride, which means the bureaucrats can't afford to let us keep succeeding.
How is the outright tyranny of the Empire any better?
If only you'd been with us longer, Sergeant. You would understand. You might even have come with us. The Republic abandoned us. During a mission on Ando Prime, they simply left us to die. But I won't try to persuade you. Honestly, I hope you die with your ideals intact. The rest of us will never have that luxury.
It's not too late, Tavis. You can still turn back.
Turn back to what? The Republic that wants me dead and gone? No, Sergeant, I think not.
Oh, by the way, good work finding the ZR-57 for us. We were starting to worry that the Separatists might, waste our big present for the Empire.
But thanks to you, we can now present the Empire with this magnificent tool of destruction.
You aren't going anywhere.
You never lacked courage. But I'm afraid that courage will not help you now.
We'd better get a move on, boss. If we don't break Atmo in the next few minutes, every gun in the sky will have a clear shot on us.
Time we were off. Colonel Vore, please give the Sergeant the warrior's death he deserves.
Let's see what you've got.
It's been an honor serving with you, Sergeant. Goodbye.
With all due respect, how can you do this? I've served with you in Infantry Command for years.
That's enough, Jorgen. This wasn't my choice. But a defection of this scale, somebody has to swing, and the powers that be say it's you.
What's going on here?
Your command full of traitors just destroyed my career, Sergeant. Command can't punish them, so they're burning me instead.
You must be our last loyal Havoc member. I'm General Vander, Republic Chief of Operations for Ord Mantell. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. On behalf of the Republic and the people of Ord Mantell, I want to thank and congratulate you for your courageous actions in disabling the stolen ZR-57. Your heroic efforts saved countless innocent lives. In recognition of your valiant service, I hereby promote you to the rank of Lieutenant. Congratulations.
I'm honored.
Now, Lieutenant, as the last remaining member of Havoc, the duty of rebuilding the squad falls to you. Havoc is your command. To get the process started, I've decided to assign Sergeant Jorgen here as Havoc's first new member.
I'd be glad to have you in the unit, Jorgen.
I'll take the Havoc patch and Sergeant stripes if it means I get to grind them into Tavis's face before we kill him.
This is the best I can do for you, Jorgen. You're a good man. We need good people now more than ever. I don't know what Tavis is planning, but he knows the inner workings of our military better than anyone. The destruction he could cause is limitless.
Have we been able to get a fix on where the traders are heading?
Unfortunately, no. They slipped off-world before we could mobilize to track them. You'll have to hunt them down, Lieutenant. I hope you're prepared. In any case, your work here is done. I've got a shuttle prepped, and you're going to Coruscant for your next assignment. When you arrive on Coruscant, report immediately to the head of Spec Force Division, General Garza. She'll be issuing your orders from now on.
Understood, sir.
You better get to your shuttle. It's waiting for you in the landing bay. Lieutenant, Sergeant, you're dismissed. I hope I see you again someday.
Wow. Spend enough time on a backwater like Ord Mantell, you almost forget what a civilized planet's supposed to look like. I did my officer training here, back before I was deployed to Ord Mantell. There was still a fair bit of reconstruction going on then. Rebuilding things the Imperials destroyed. I still can't believe the Empire managed to sack Coruscant back in the war. The capital of the entire Republic, and they raided it like some outer rim mudball.
You'd think our capital would be better defended.
The Republic committed its forces to engaging the Empire on outlying worlds. Defending Coruscant was an afterthought. Anyways, we should get moving. Don't want to keep anyone important waiting.
Yes, Senator, that's exactly what I'm saying. I can assure you that I've seen no shred of proof supporting these rumors of a defection within Spec Force Division.
General, surely you understand. We need more than just your assurances in a matter of this.
My assurances are what you're getting, Senator. They'll have to be enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I seem to have a guest.
But General...
Impeccable timing, Lieutenant. I'm General Garza. It's good to finally meet you in person.
It's an honor to be here, General.
I have to congratulate you. Surviving the ordeal on Ord Mantell took skill and courage. I'm impressed.
Just doing my duty.
All the same, you got more done than most other soldiers would have in the situation. Sergeant Jorgen, I'm pleased to have you with us as well. General Vander holds you in very high regard.
Thank you, sir. But General Vander has an odd way of showing his regard.
Vander did the best he could for you, Sergeant. And I'd say a position in the Republic's most decorated Special Forces squad is doing very well indeed. It's regrettable about Tavis and the others. I knew they were upset, but I never imagined they would be so foolish as to defect. Nevertheless, whatever your former squad mates once were to us, they are now extremely dangerous enemies of the Republic.
Protecting the Republic from its enemies is our duty.
I'm glad I can depend on you to do what's necessary, Lieutenant.
So, let's load up a strike shuttle and hunt Tavis and the rest of them down like the scum they are.
I would very much like to give that order, Sergeant, but I'm afraid we've discovered some new information since you left Ord Mantell. Our intelligence shows that hundreds of other Special Forces soldiers have followed Tavis and defected to the Empire. In short, Lieutenant, we have a catastrophe on our hands.
What's the plan?
We have one powerful asset that Tavis and his followers haven't planned for. You. Tavis believes you're dead on Ord Mantell, and that Havoc's defection is still a secret. Right now, Tavis will be securing his armament and supplies. We need to cut those supply lines while he isn't expecting it.
Makes sense to me.
In the past, when Havoc needed supplies outside of the normal Republic channels, they purchased the items from underworld groups here on Coruscant. I have units working to cut off these underworld sources, but two organizations are proving difficult. The Black Sun and the Migrant Merchants Guild.
I'll take care of these people for you, sir.
You'll begin with the Migrant Merchants Guild. Our intelligence indicates that they're supplying Tavis with a full platoon of advanced war droids. Your mission, in the broad strokes, will be to locate the droid shipments going to Tavis and destroy them.
I'll see it done.
One of my people, Corporal Garum, will meet you outside the Migrant Merchant Guild's territory with the full operational details. These missions are critical, Lieutenant. Our future success or failure is contingent on how well supplied Tavis and his followers are.
I won't fail.
Good. The safety of the entire Republic depends on your success. I'll be observing your operations from here through your armor cam. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Lieutenant, Corporal Garum, sir. Ready to brief you on the Migrant Merchants Guild at your command, sir.
Let's get down to business.
Here's the situation, sir. The Migrant Merchants Guild is a criminal organization comprised primarily of non-humans whose homes were destroyed by the Empire's assault on Coruscant. They began squatting in this district and refused to leave when Republic security tried to push them out. There's been an uneasy truce ever since.
What's the op?
General Garza informed me that your primary target within the guild is a cyborg inventor named Krell. Reports indicate that Krell's strength and speed are at least triple the human norm. with genius-level intelligence to boot. Taking him down will be a real challenge, sir.
I can handle myself.
With all due respect, sir, you shouldn't underestimate him. By all accounts, Krell is an extremely dangerous fighter. Additionally, Krell has designed and constructed a full platoon of advanced war droids that we believe are intended for Tavis and the other Spec Force traitors.
A full platoon is a lot of firepower to lose. Tavis is really gonna feel this one.
General Garza wants all of Krell's war droids neutralized before they can be shipped out, sir.
Take out everything that clanks when it walks. No problem.
Krell has his war droids patrolling the Migrant Merchants Guild base. General Garza wants them all found and destroyed.
Consider it done.
That concludes the briefing, sir. Good luck and good hunting.
Republic scum! Do you really believe you can come here and destroy my creations without conscience? When you die here today, your feeble Republic will learn what it means to meddle in my work.
I'm here to take you down.
You're a brave fool, aren't you? But bravery cannot save you. You're far too late. My plans are already in motion. Soon the people of this world will be brought to their knees by my greatest creations, my masterpieces.
I won't let that happen.
This is no idle threat. The droids you destroyed were mere playthings compared to what I have now created. I have taken ordinary humans off the streets and implanted several of them with advanced cybernetic enhancements. Their abilities now rival even my own. The cyborg's enhancements are internal and undetectable. The subjects themselves don't know who among them was augmented, and neither will anyone else, until it's much too late.
Whatever part of you is still alive, I'm gonna kill it.
Fool! This cannot end in any way but your death. After you've been dealt with, I'll release my creations back to their normal lives, to wait until my hidden programming activates.
This guy's full of it. I don't buy any of this.
Once my masterpieces begin their work, the people of Coruscant will never be safe again.
You're bluffing.
Believe whatever you like. When it happens, you'll be long dead. Destroy him!
Come in, Lieutenant. I want you to move immediately and destroy the cyborgs that Krell created. We need to deal with them now before they can disappear into the normal population. These situations are never easy. These people did not choose to be what they now are, but many more lives could be at stake. You have to eliminate Krell's creations.
The threat will be neutralized.
Good. I'm glad I can count on you. I'll contact you when it's finished. Garza out.
This is a waste of time. We should be going after the traitors, not gunning people down just because some madman said they're dangerous.
I'm not going to murder these people. I don't care what Garza says.
Whatever we're gonna do, let's do it fast.
Stay back. The door's locked and sealed. You can't get in. We heard all of the fighting, and we heard you talking to that freak Krell. We're not coming out until you swear you won't hurt us.
Just open the door. Let's talk about this.
But we're not cyborgs. I'd know if I was some half-machine freak. This is insane.
You out there. Listen, I'm not sure about these others, but I can assure you that I'm not a cyborg.
What? Are you calling me a freak like Krell? I am not a freak. Maybe you're the cyborg and you're trying to trick everyone.
I am not! He spent far more time operating on you than he did on me, so if anyone's...
Both of you, stop it! None of us are cyborgs. That's all there is to it.
Prove you aren't cyborgs and I'll let you go.
What do you mean, prove we aren't cyborgs? You might as well ask us to prove we're not Rancors. It's obvious, isn't it? This is insane. Even if a few of us are cyborgs, would you really murder all of us just to be sure none of the cyborgs escape?
Right. This is absurd. I can't do this.
Then you won't hurt us? You'll let us go?
Give me your names and identification numbers, and I'll let you go.
What? So you can track us all down and kill us later? No way.
If it gets us out of here alive, then it's worth it. We'll put the information on a datapad for you, soldier. Okay. Stand back. I'm going to open the door. Here's the datapad, soldier. Thank you for sparing us. Let's go home, everyone.
I'd better not find out you were dangerous after all.
We won't harm anyone. I swear it. Thanks again, soldier. Farewell.
Lieutenant, my orders were perfectly clear. Eliminate Krell's cyborgs.
With all due respect, General, I could not obey those orders.
My orders are not polite suggestions, Lieutenant. You don't choose to follow them. You follow them. Lieutenant, when you are on a mission, you listen to my orders. Then your brain, then your heart, in that order. There's no room for sentiment in our line of work. There should be similarly little room for it in you. Ah, Lieutenant. I trust no more needs to be said about your work against the Migrant Merchants Guild. Let's move on to your next target, the Black Sun, a powerful organization composed of Coruscant's most violent criminals. Black Sun has a wide network of sources providing them with the deadliest weaponry available, including a powerful nerve agent that they're selling to Tavis in bulk.
We can't let that nerve gas reach Tavis.
A Spec Force Sergeant Jaxo has carried out some advanced reconnaissance of Black Sun's headquarters. You'll rendezvous with her for a detailed plan of attack. We can't risk any of this nerve gas falling into Tavis's hands, Lieutenant. Use all necessary force. Dismissed.
Wow, you're the new Havoc CO. Must be my lucky day. I'm Jaxo. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Working with a beautiful woman on a dangerous mission? I'd say it's my lucky day.
You want to focus, sir? We've got a job to do here, remember?
Nothing says your boss can't have a little fun, Sergeant. Let's get those op details out of the way. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Travorce. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
Do we have any way to safely deal with this stuff?
Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Travorce, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Travorce completely inert on contact. Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah, but you'll have to shoot your way past Black Sun's toughest enforcers to do it. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
I just can't say no to you, Jaxo.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind. One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
I'll be sure to stay alert, Sergeant.
Just be sure that handsome face of yours makes it back in one piece. Once you've taken care of the Travorce canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant. Hey, you're back. Was the op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Travorce?
Mission complete.
I wouldn't expect anything less from a man like you. How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
Case contained this blaster, Sergeant.
I've never seen one quite like it. Must be some sort of new prototype. I'll take it back to headquarters for analysis. Maybe we can find out where Black Sun is getting their weapons. Looks like we're all done here. It's been a blast, Lieutenant. I hope we get to work together again sometime.
I'll be sure to put your name forward the next time I need backup.
Sounds good to me. See you later.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
You need me to off a senator or something?
No, absolutely not. Tempting as it might be at times like this. Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
The Senate represents the people. It's our duty to aid them.
That's all well and good, Lieutenant. But every moment we waste on questions is a moment Tavis and his traitors have to prepare for us. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I'm barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
Senators won't get anything out of me.
How you testify is your business, Lieutenant. I could never, show wholehearted approval of your decision beforehand. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
Lieutenant, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of the Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
Just doing my duty, sir.
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
You already know the answer. What are you asking me for?
It's a simple question, Lieutenant. Your hostility is unwarranted.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
If you're looking to make a point here, just say it.
Lieutenant, you are a soldier of the Republic. and sworn to obey the commands of the Senate.
Please, we're only trying to discover the truth. If critical members of the Republic Armed Forces have defected, we'll need to take proper precautions.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
I don't believe there were any such signs, Senator.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
I don't think anyone could have seen this coming, sir.
Commander Tavis and the others must have been quite subtle indeed. I have one final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
As you wish, Senator.
Your part in this inquiry is concluded. You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. Also, that prototype blaster you confiscated will teach us a great deal about the Black Sun sources.
Glad to be of service.
And whatever you hope to achieve with your Senate testimony, you certainly didn't make my job any easier.
This isn't about making your job easy, General.
The easier my job is, the easier your job is, Lieutenant. Try to keep that in mind. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Corden, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis's former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
This guy's on Coruscant, and we didn't know until now?
No one knew where Corden had gone. The man is a ghost. Corden resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Tavis told me that Ando Prime was the reason for Havoc's defection. What happened on that planet?
We sent Havoc to Ando Prime to cut off an Imperial offensive, but the enemy numbers were much bigger than Intel had led us to believe. When we tried to dispatch an extraction team, the Senate shut down the entire operation. We were causing an incident and breaching the peace. Bureaucrats. Havoc was left with no support and no way home, but in spite of insurmountable odds, Corden led Havoc out of there alive.
What happened when the squad got back?
Corden resigned as soon as he learned the truth, and Tavis took over the squad. They were never quite the same. What is important now is that we've discovered Jack Carden's location. I want you to bring him in at all costs.
I'll take care of it.
The vigilante group Corden is working with is called the Justicars Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
There's nobody I can't handle.
Our surveillance shows that Corden spends most of his time in the Justicars' main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Corden is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I'll have Corden back here on the double, sir.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
You listen to me, Corden. Helping you has already put my operation at risk. You will do exactly as I say, when I say, or...
Or you'll what, Captain? I'm not one of your lock-stepping drones. This part of the op is mine. End of discussion.
How dare you?
Intruders! Put those blasters on the floor, soldiers. Nice and slow.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
It's over, Corden. You, the imps, Tavis, you're all going down.
Not gonna happen, soldier. Now drop that weapon before... A Havoc badge? Is this a joke? No. You must be the new recruit Tavis told me about. So you survived after all. Can't say I'm surprised, honestly. Havoc always did recruit the best.
Surrender, and this will all go much easier for you.
You are persistent, soldier, I'll give you that. I'm impressed. I didn't think the old lady would send someone after me so quickly. After all these years, Garza still hasn't lost her edge.
What are you waiting for, Corden? Kill the whelp! Or do you lack the true resolve to fight for the Empire?
My loyalty is to Tavis, not to your Empire and not to anyone else. You want the trooper dead? You take care of it. I don't kill good soldiers. I'm heading down to the works to make sure everything is prepped.
You won't escape me for long, Corden.
Do yourself a favor and die now, soldier, before you get in any deeper over your head.
Come in, Lieutenant. Is it my imagination, or were those Imperial soldiers you just fought?
No mistake, sir. These were Imperial commandos.
Imperial soldiers in uniform operating on the lower levels of Coruscant, and Republic security knows nothing about it? Incredible. We need to learn more about this link between the Justicars and the Empire. If they're hosting our enemies, they might have some useful information for us.
Shouldn't I be chasing Cardin, sir?
We need to know where exactly Cardin has gone before you can pursue him. All the more reason to search the Justicar base for information. Surveillance shows that the Justicars have their primary computer terminal in that base. Find the necessary access card and activate that computer terminal. My technicians can then slice in and uncover everything the Justicars and Imperials have been up to.
I'll take care of this immediately.
Good. Garza out. Good work, Lieutenant. My technicians are accessing the Justicar files now. Patrol schedules, supply manifests, prisoner records. Ah, Cardin, you. I think we've found what we're looking for, Lieutenant. You have a new target.
Are you saying the old man isn't my objective anymore?
Cardin is still an objective, but not your only objective. Cardin had the Justicars work with the Imperials to hijack and rebuild an abandoned Republic communications relay, down in an industrial area called the Works. Apparently Tavis and his followers are using this relay to route all of their interplanetary communications. If we destroy it, the traitors will be completely cut off from one another.
Taking the traitors down will be a lot easier if they're isolated.
I'm sending Sergeant Matham to bring you the explosives. You'll need to destroy the relay. He'll rendezvous with you shortly.
I'll meet up with Sergeant Matham ASAP.
One last thing. Cardin didn't seem to mesh with the Imperials. I don't think he's as convinced of their supremacy as his protégés are. You're sure to find him guarding that comm relay. Kill him if you have to, Lieutenant, but try to persuade him to surrender peacefully first.
I'll give it my best shot, General.
Please do, Lieutenant. Cardin's only concern is the safety of the former Havoc members. He may not be loyal to us, but he isn't loyal to the Empire either. Convince him that it's in the best interest of Tavis and the others for him to surrender. That's the best way to sway him.
Sounds like a plan, General.
Cardin could help us convince everyone to surrender peaceably. Make him see that. Otherwise, we're only going to kill them all. Now, hurry and rendezvous with Sergeant Matham. You'll need those explosives, regardless of what happens with Cardin. Good luck. Garza out.
Hey there, LT. Sergeant Matham reporting for duty with fun toys in tow, sir.
You must have really hauled to get here so fast.
What can I say, sir? Garza says run, so I run. First item of business is your detonator, sir. A Zerka Arms 53R high-yield thermite explosive. Guaranteed to get a party started. Or ended.
That'll be perfect.
Now, the comm relay you're going after is in the Works, an industrial area on the lower levels of Coruscant. It's a dangerous place, LT. Besides the Imperials you're bound to find, the rogue service droids down there will squash anyone they can get their big metal claws around.
Thanks for the warning, Sergeant.
Just doing my job, LT. Once you've made your way to the relay, plant that detonator on the generator coupling at the center and clear out of there before it goes off. That's all there is to it, LT. I won't hold you up any longer. Good luck.
Still alive, huh? You really should have gotten out of this while you were ahead, soldier. Now you're a risk to Tavis and the rest of my people. So Havoc Squad or not, I'm going to have to kill you.
You always have a choice, sir.
I've made my choice. Tavis, Wraith, Needles, Gearbox, Fuse, they're like my children, and I abandoned them. I resigned and left them to fight alone, just to make a point. They need my help now more than ever. I'm not going to abandon them. Not this time.
You want to help your people? You'll help me bring them in alive.
What, so Garza can have all their heads and be done with it? I don't think so.
Think what you want, Cardin. Doesn't make my point any less true.
All I know is that you're really trying my patience, soldier. I don't even understand what you're trying to convince me of here. I'm trying to keep my people alive, and it's your mission to kill them. That's all there is to this, soldier.
The only way to keep your people alive is if you help me bring them in.
You've already compromised the relay. Even if we take you out, it's only a matter of time until Garza has this place slagged for a click in every direction. And by now, Garza will know exactly where all the defector bases are. They'll be tethered banthas, cut off from each other and all...
Excuse me, sir, but shouldn't we be...
The Imperials might offer help, but it won't be much. They'll all be left to die.
Tavis and the others will follow your lead. If you come in peacefully, they will too.
Damn, I can't believe it's come to this.
Sir?
All right, soldier, I'll go along with this. But if you harm a single one of my people, you will be dead within the day. Understood?
I'm not afraid of you, old man.
You don't have to be afraid of me to be killed by me. so consider yourself warned. Let's get on with this, soldier.
I can't allow you to go into enemy custody alive, Cardin.
Are you still here? The op's over, people. Finished. Mission failed. So get out of here while you still got the legs to carry you.
You leave me no choice, sir. Ready your weapons, men.
Reminds me of old times. Here's my weapon. Consider me surrendered. I'll make my way up to the Senate Tower and turn myself in. See what Garza wants to do next.
I'm glad to have you back on our side.
I never said I was on your side, soldier. I'm doing this for my people, not for your republic or anything else. Anyhow, I'm sure we'll meet again.
I'm glad I had a chance to fight with you, sir.
Yeah, I guess it was nice to finally stretch my legs out a bit. See you topside, soldier.
Let's go take out that relay and give Cardin's little baby something to think about.
Ah, the hero of the hour. I'm proud of you, Lieutenant. You've done well.
Just doing my job.
Jack Cardin walked up to the Senate Tower's front door and surrendered himself in broad daylight. I never thought I'd see the day. Cardin's help will give us quite an edge against Tavis and the others. I'm glad you could change his mind.
Do we have Cardin in a secure location?
Shortly. First, we'll make sure he doesn't have any tricks up his sleeves. I haven't come this far by taking chances. The Justicar's computer files included messages relayed between 4 locations. Our technicians are working to pinpoint those locations now. There can be no doubt that the messages will lead us to the other traitors. Thanks to your efforts, we'll be able to bring them all to justice very soon.
What are my orders in the meantime?
As it happens, we've already discovered the location of one of the Havoc traders, Wraith. You remember Senator Krasul from your meeting with the Senate earlier? Wraith kidnapped him from his home just afterward. We've tracked them to a remote space station called Port Raga.
Has Wraith made any demands? What's her objective?
Our intelligence is very thin at the moment. No demands have been made as yet. One of our teams is already en route to Port Raga. They'll investigate the situation and give you a detailed report on arrival. You've accomplished some amazing things, Lieutenant, but there's no time for a break yet. Whatever Wraith is planning, we cannot allow her to succeed. Understood?
What about transport, General?
Havoc Squad requires its own starship for operational flexibility. A ship has already been transferred to your command. It's waiting at the spaceport now.
Thank you very much.
Put it to good use, Lieutenant. Fly to Port Raga and meet with the advance team immediately. Your orders are to rescue Senator Krasul and capture or eliminate Wraith at all costs. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Let's get out there and take down some traitors.
Master, at last! I am C2N2, steward of this vessel. It is my extreme good fortune to serve you.
Glad to have you aboard. Tell me your functions, C2.
C2 series droids represent the latest advances in everything from starship technical maintenance to nutritional advice tailored for your specific organic needs. Welcome aboard the Rendili Hyperworks BT-7 Thunderclap, a rapid assault craft designed especially for Republic Special Forces at enormous taxpayer expense. Along with the usual accommodations, you'll find a secure captain's locker for storing valuables. Your bridge contains an ever-updating map of the galaxy. It's quite beautiful to look at. Priority alerts from the Republic network are accessible at the HoloNet console. Long-range communications are available via the Holo terminal. And finally, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to meet. Do you have any questions, Master?
Prep the ship for flight. We're leaving shortly.
The ship is fueled and ready, Master. There are just a few final points we should review first. As you can see, I am not equipped for physical danger. My function is to maintain the starship as your home away from home. I am happy to assist you with any non-hazardous task, of course. I pride myself on the utmost attention to detail.
Add a little armor, some combat protocols, and a blaster, and you just might be worth something.
Master, please. Any non-factory modification will void my warranty. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on the bridge. The ship's computers will handle the rest.
So, Havoc Squad. The best of the best. Can't say I'm thrilled about the demotion, but it's an honor to be here, sir.
I realize the circumstances weren't ideal, but I'm glad you're with us, Jorgen.
A spot in Havoc was the least they could do. 4 years at the Academy, 7 years in the field, decorations, commendations. Would have been captain soon if Command hadn't hung me out to dry.
We both know Tavis's defection wasn't your fault.
Tell that to the brass when they need a scapegoat. But hey, water under the bridge. Command put me in Havoc to help you find Tavis, and I intend to do just that. I've hunted Imperials from one side of the galaxy to the next. Used to command the Deadeyes, finest sniper squad in the Republic.
I'm not familiar with that outfit.
No? Maybe I'll tell you about them sometime.
Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Request permission to depart.
You are clear for departure. Have a pleasant flight.
I reviewed your service record before that ZR-57 op. Been meaning to discuss it with you. You made quite an impression at the Academy. Accelerated training programs, instructor recommendations. Graduated top of your class. Heck of a transcript. But a classroom's no substitute for field experience.
You saw how I handled things on Ord Mantell. I know what I'm doing.
Taking on that SEP army single-handedly showed guts, not leadership. When I signed on with the Deadeyes, my CO was Lieutenant Vorn. Certified war hero, as decorated as they come. When he gave an order, we trusted it, followed it to the letter. A squad needs that kind of commitment to operate effectively.
You're saying you don't trust me?
I'm saying trust requires more than a slick new promotion. Havoc Squad is the Republic's most elite outfit. We tackle the missions no one else can handle. Traitor or no, Tavis is a tough act to follow. You think you're up to it?
I wouldn't be leading Havoc Squad if I didn't.
Good answer. You've got confidence and plenty of raw talent. Maybe you'll pull this off. You think Havoc will start shaping into an actual squad soon?
I'll recruit more soldiers as soon as I find some Havoc-worthy candidates.
Makes sense. Once this unit starts growing, people's expectations of us, of you, are only going to get bigger. That CO post could get real heavy, real quick.
Someone needs to run Havoc Squad.
Commanding a squad is no cakewalk. Nothing worse than having to choose between the success of the mission and the lives of your men. A leader's got to be ready to make those kinds of life-or-death decisions. There's no room for doubt.
You've got a point. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm sure you'll do fine. You've gotten us this far.
Well, if it isn't the man himself, I was hoping Garza would send you to handle this one. I'd have preferred getting together somewhere a bit more private than a hostage situation, but this will just have to do.
I'm sure we can find a way to get alone together sooner or later.
I'd like that very much. Let's start with the accommodations. Port Raga is privately owned and officially neutral, but Wraith and her pals have taken over behind the scenes. My boys and I managed to tweak the sensors and keep your landing inconspicuous, but as soon as you step out of this hangar, it's party time.
How many am I up against?
We couldn't get a solid count without giving ourselves away. Somewhere between a lot and a whole lot. All Imperial. Wraith has Crestul locked up in a hangar at the other end of the station. There's heavy security plus a big bonus. Explosives. Not enough bang to trash the station, of course. But plenty to ruin your day if you're in that hangar when they blow. Play it careful in there.
Thanks for the heads up, Sergeant.
You got it. I'd say it's time to get out there and get our senator back. What do you say?
Now you'll see how Havoc Squad gets things done.
I'm looking forward to it. See you on the other side, Lieutenant. Good luck.
Oh, you. I should have known Garza would try to keep all of this inside her twisted little family. Well, don't just stand there. You know how to defuse bombs, don't you? Ray said they'll explode if I leave the room. She has a remote detonator, too, so be quick.
Can you tell me what she's planning?
That traitor was going to force me to go on record, saying the Senate officially abandoned Havoc Squad on Ando Prime.
I wouldn't mind knowing why you abandoned Havoc myself.
Havoc abandoned us. They invaded Ando Prime and incited a massive armed response from the Empire. Do you realize what will happen if this situation goes public? The Senate would be a firestorm. All of our judgments publicly called into question. And General Garza and Spec Force Division would be the first to burn.
That's not gonna happen.
Wise decision. I'll admit, I'd like to see the look on that traitor's face when all of her bombs suddenly shut down. To watch that coward scurry away into the shadows when she realizes that her plans have failed would be priceless.
Rescuing you will reveal my presence to Wraith.
Surely Wraith's remote will tell her if the bombs are no longer working. Then she'll flee like the coward she is.
She won't escape me for long.
I should hope not. Now get to work on those bombs. Is it safe now? Are all of the bombs shut down?
We're good to go, Senator.
Good. Get on with it, Lieutenant. We still got to get out of this disgusting place. Go on, lead the way.
Well, look what we've got here, boys. Welcome to safety, Senator.
Who in the blazes are you? Mercenaries? This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. General Garza hires mercs to rescue Republic senators all the time.
These people are spec force troops in disguise, sir.
Fantastic. Now I almost wish they were mercenaries.
So, you rescued our charming friend here, obviously. Nice work. Any luck taking down Wraith?
She fled the scene before I could confront her.
Wraith must be even better than they say. We were watching every inch of this place. Nobody saw her leave.
Is someone going to get me a ship to Coruscant anytime soon?
Oh, don't worry, your honorable eminent senatorness. You're catching a ride with us.
I owe you big time, Jaxo.
I'm sure we'll think of some way for you to make it up to me.
Hey, I know you need to contact Garza and report in, but you should come back to my place on Coruscant sometime soon. We'll have a little victory celebration, just the two of us. What do you say?
Count me in.
Good deal. Just don't keep me waiting too long. Garza's bound to send me on another op sooner or later. Wouldn't want to miss our chance. So long. Take care out there.
Lieutenant, I was just speaking with Sergeant Jaxo. Congratulations. Saving Senator Krazel will certainly help our affairs with the Senate. We needed someone to owe us a favor. Well done.
I'm not sure Krasul will be taking our side on anything.
In the end, he will remember who saved his life, and that's very important for us. You're in the field, Lieutenant. You see how far the Empire is reaching. A full attack isn't far off now. To keep the Empire's forces at bay, we need the Senate's support. We need allies.
I only kept Krasul alive to get his support.
I'm not sure I want to hear that, but I'm glad that you at least understand the situation. One thing, Lieutenant. I was disappointed to learn of Wraith's escape. She's capable of causing great turmoil.
When I catch Wraith, she's going to wish she had died.
I have little doubt. Now, our technicians have decoded the first two sets of data from the Coruscant relay. Your first two targets are Taris and Nar Shaddaa.
Can you tell me anything beyond the destinations?
Not at this time, I'm afraid. I'll try to collect more intelligence and give you a fuller briefing when you arrive at each location. Good luck, Garza out.
Hey there, Lieutenant Hero. I was hoping you'd take me up on my offer.
Now that I have you all to myself, no techs watching through the armor cam, no grumpy squad members, I can finally get to know this dashing new Havoc commander.
Yeah, there's really not that much to tell.
That's not how I heard it. Word is you saw more action on Ord Mantell than most of us see in a whole tour. But let's not talk about that now. To tell the truth, I didn't bring you here to talk.
We'll just have to think of something else to do.
I already got a plan in mind. Lieutenant, you keep on like this and I might have to take a liking to you.
See that you do, Sergeant.
I'll take that as an order, sir.
I'd better not keep you here any longer, or Garza will have me surveilling hut bathhouses for weeks for holding you up.
Be safe out there, Lieutenant. And keep in touch.
Lieutenant, this is General Garza. I see that you've touched down on Nar Shaddaa. Before we begin your briefing, I want to make something clear. The situation on Nar Shaddaa is very delicate. This moon belongs to the Hutt cartel, who take their neutrality very seriously. The Republic cannot afford any incidents.
I won't cause any trouble.
Cause any trouble the mission requires. Just don't get caught. Now, your mission. An experimental Republic war droid has gone rogue, committing a series of seemingly random attacks across Nar Shaddaa. The droid's designation is M14X, and it is my belief that this droid is acting under orders from Harren Tavis.
What makes you say that?
The droid is a highly advanced prototype, one that was being developed to serve in Havoc Squad. The project was supposed to have been cancelled, but it would seem Tavis simply shifted the development elsewhere, most likely his allies in the Sith Empire.
What are my orders, General?
This war droid's rampage must be stopped before it's linked with the Republic. An agent of the Strategic Information Service will be assisting you. Officially, you're providing military support to an SIS operation. Do not divulge Tavis's defection, or the droid's connection to it.
You can count on me, sir.
Be careful, Lieutenant. If this war droid is even half as dangerous as its original designers had estimated, you'll have your work cut out for you. Garza out.
Ah, there you are. Go ahead, take a seat, and keep your voice down.
Are people listening in on us?
I would be. Hope you like the cantina. It's not one of my favorites, but it is conveniently located. There's a vault not far from here. It's a merc operation. Holds valuables for anybody with the credits to pay. Our mutual friend is about to pay them a visit.
Do we have a welcome party arranged?
Not exactly. No. A group of paramilitary types always shows up on the scene before the droid's attacks. We've already spotted them casing the vault. You could head in now, but I don't want to scare them off. We wouldn't want the guest of honor to skip the party, would we?
It would be bad if our party was ruined. Definitely bad.
I have people with eyes on the vault. Once they spot our target, we'll get the party started. So, Havoc Squad, huh? Pretty nice of Garza to loan us her very best. Excuse me.
Jonas, I just wanted to let you know I made it to Ithor safe and sound.
That's great. I'll talk to you later then. That's our cue. The target is in the vault. Are you ready to move out?
Let's get this party started.
Take care of the droid, and we'll have you on your way within the hour. Nice and tidy. Good luck. We'll have our eyes on you.
We're wasting time. There's an entire galaxy full of depraved lunatics plotting against our great republic, and we're busy rummaging for valuables.
Be patient, 4X. Black Ops are cheap. Commander Tavis needs us to be resourceful.
But I've been operational for days now. Imperial vermin across the galaxy should be cursing the Republic ingenuity that created me.
You know you're not actually serving the Republic here, right?
Contact. Armed subject.
Engage and terminate.
Negative. Subjects confirmed as Republic Army personnel. Fellow heroes in our war on evil and oppression.
Great. Look, this is a top-secret mission. Commander Tavis sent us himself. Does Havoc Squad Commander Tavis mean anything to you?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad. Tavis is a traitor to the Republic.
Tavis isn't the traitor. He was betrayed. And there are some of us who aren't standing for it. 4X, secure the package and follow me. The rest of you, gun this scum down and rendezvous with us at Objective 7.
Negative. What you suggest is an act of betrayal. The murder of fellow...
M14X, override code 558. Secure the objective and follow me now.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm your commanding officer. Ignore this man's orders.
Negative. Override code condition 558. Obey only orders given by Commander Heron Tavis, or personnel designated by same.
Let's go! Move! Move! Open fire!
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Any idea where the droid went?
We've got a pretty solid lead. Our tap on the vault cams wasn't perfect, but the droid's crew looked like they were packing Republic heat, all standard issue. We didn't have audio, though. But we'll talk later. Our new traitor friends have holed up in an abandoned arms factory in the red light sector. I have a team setting up shop in a warehouse not far from the arms factory. Meet up with us there.
We need to wrap this up before things get any worse.
Keep your eyes open. The red light sector isn't exactly the safest place in the galaxy. See you soon. Hey there. Welcome to Balker Interior Refurbishment Incorporated. Be sure you review the new employee manual.
Skip the spy nonsense and give me the droid's position.
I've got bad news. The droid and his friend gave us the slip just after you and I spoke on the holo. They jumped into an access tunnel and blew it behind themselves. Tracking them down again is going to take time.
Do we have some kind of backup plan?
If these men are traitors, then they'll have Imperial supervisors. We just need to find out where. I'll bet these guys would call for help if you shot up their arms factory. Then we trace that call straight to whoever's really in charge.
That's a good plan. Let's make it happen.
First things first, you'll need to plant these signal trackers around the arms factory so that we can trace the distress call. Then you kick down the door and do what you do best while we see who gets a call. Sound like a plan?
Do we move to a new location afterward?
We'll be waiting for you here when the party's over. Have fun. Now, was that fun or was that fun?
You definitely picked the right squad for the job. This was right up the lieutenant's alley.
It was quite a performance, and if our signal trackers are accurate, you pulled in a very interesting audience.
Were you able to find the imps our traitors are working for?
The alarm signal from the arms factory led to a surprising place, a penthouse at the Club Vertica casino. The slicers tell me that the computer systems at the other end of the alarm signal were definitely Imperial. Apparently, our friends are overseeing this operation in style.
I'll breach the casino penthouse and eliminate all Imperials present.
Whoa, not so fast. Club Vertica is an extremely public place. We have to get you through the casino and up to the penthouse without any bloodshed. That's where my friend Niall Piv comes in. Niall's our top slicer here. He'll make sure nobody hassles you on the way to the penthouse.
Pleasure to meet you, Niall.
Yeah, thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Club Vertica has a safe list, a list of people allowed to go in and out of the penthouse at any time. It's Niall's job to get you added to that safe list, but he needs your help.
Yes. Club Vertica's systems are highly secured. The only way to add you to the safe list is from inside the system.
There's a substation down in the lower industrial sector. It belongs to the casino, so its computers are tied into the casino systems. We need you to get Niall inside.
I'll make it happen.
Security for the substation is heavy. The casino's contracted some of the priciest mercenaries around. Good luck to you.
Just keep me covered and I'll take care of everything for you. Okay, let's see here. Good. Okay, perfect. The primary access protocol is bypassed. Now we just need to start with some priority data changes to cover our real moves.
We can't stay long, Niall. Finish as quickly as you can.
Huh? Yeah, I'm going as fast as I can, don't worry. I'm just making a few system changes before I add you to the safe list, which should keep their technicians distracted from what we're really doing. Daily income reports, year-by-year earning estimates, VIP profiles.
Hostiles coming in, Lieutenant.
Bosca, agua bosca, puño.
Okay, there, that should do it. That should do nicely.
You've got me on that safe list pretty fast, Niall.
Huh? No, I'm not finished. That was just the fund transfer. I just moved some credits around so it would look like someone skimmed the casino's accounts, so no one would check the safe list.
We got a lot more trouble coming in, boss.
I'm adding you to the safe list now. Just a little longer.
Perfect. Just perfect.
Agua bosca, puño, bosca!
Done. It's done. Let's get out of here.
I'm on the safe list. Everything is solid.
Yes, everything's solid. Now let's go. All right. I can make it from here. Whew. Thank you. Thanks for covering me. You really are the best.
You're welcome.
You'd better head for Club Vertica, up in the promenade. I'll let Jonas know everything went okay. And after that, I'm taking a week off. I'll see you around. Good luck.
Hey there, soldier. Niall just made it back and told me how much heat you took on covering for him. You two did great. You're on the safe list, our tracks are covered, and I'm even tapped into all of the casino security cams. I'll be able to keep an eye on everything, make sure nobody gets the drop on you.
I appreciate you watching my back.
In there, you'll need all the help you can get. You're walking into a hell of a situation here, Lieutenant. Questioning the imps about the droid is one thing, but if this comes down to shooting, the Republic can't afford that risk.
If anyone starts trouble, it won't be me.
That's all we can ask of you. All right, I won't hold you any longer. Get up to that penthouse and get us some answers. And don't get yourself killed doing it. Jonas out.
Sir! Intruders! Possible! Throw down your weapons, Republic scum! You have no idea what you've done breaking in here.
I'm not here to play around. Surrender, or you're all dead.
Easy, killer. We didn't come here to start a war.
We will never surrender to filth like you. Final warning. Drop your weapons and surrender, now!
If I wanted you dead, I would have just slagged the whole casino. This is a social visit.
This visit is over. Subdue the intruders, men. Use whatever forces...
Sardries, this is Andric. We got the last package and we're heading for Oh, this is too much!
Shut up, Andric! Can't you see we have a situation here?
Just tell me where to find M14X and there won't be any trouble.
The Empire does not negotiate with scum like you.
Have fun dying, Sardries. At least I'll have time to double our patrols while you and your men are being slaughtered.
What? Don't be ridiculous! We'll have this situation dealt with in mere moments!
Nah. In mere moments, you'll be dead, and the situation will be headed my way. Nice knowing you.
Treacherous, disrespectful.
I just want to know where the war droid is. There's no need for a fight.
Are you insane? Why would I even consider telling you? Andric may be scum, but his droid's activities are useful to the Empire.
I cannot allow you to impede their work.
Neither of us wants to start a war. Just tell me what I need to know.
The Imperial military does not negotiate. Guards, open fire!
We need to move fast. If you aren't gone from there soon, we're going to have a very hard time cleaning up what's happened. We're going to have to cancel whole operations to bankroll this cover-up. Can't believe those dumb imps started shooting.
Do you have a backup plan?
Power up that computer bank. We shouldn't have trouble slicing in, now that nobody's alive to notice. Let's see where our missing droid's gone.
I'm powering the computers up now.
What do we got here? M14X is in Shadowtown. That's where the Empire keeps prisoners that are too useful to execute or enslave, particularly scientists. Those scientists have figured out how to supercharge the war droid's power core with some kind of rare alien tech. If you don't stop them, M14X will become invincible.
I'll get that droid put down ASAP.
I won't hold you up anymore. Get to Shadowtown and stop this thing so we can all go home. Good luck. Jonas out.
So here you are. A little later than I was expecting, to be honest. Did it really take you that long to wipe out Zardries and his men? Maybe you're not as good as I thought you were.
If you throw down your weapons, I'll bring you in alive.
Not a chance. You make me sick. You killed good men, fellow soldiers, all because some scumbag on Coruscant said they were traitors? Your loyalties are all wrong. When you're bleeding out in a trench on some muckball planet, it ain't high command that pulls you out. It's the guy next to you.
You betrayed the Republic. It doesn't matter why.
Blind. Blind and stupid. I'll bet you can't even imagine doing something you weren't ordered to do.
Treacherous vermin. I have completed the charging process. All systems operable.
Sounds like your time's up, Lieutenant. Have any last...
Lieutenant, you made it! I knew this imp-loving scum could never escape the sure justice of the Republic for long.
At least now you know whose side you've been working for.
Yes. Without your timely intervention, I might never have realized the truth. Unfortunately, I am still bound by my programming to obey Captain Endrick. The coward has naturally ordered me to kill you. To be used this way against the finest agents of my beloved Republic shames me. Oh, I wish I had never been activated.
That definitely would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Enough chatter. It's time to finish this.
Lieutenant, be advised that your weapon will require several decades of sustained fire in order to penetrate my shields at their current charge. Seeing as Republic Spec Force training is the best in the galaxy, I'm confident you'll find an alternative solution for my destruction. Good luck.
Lieutenant, I'm with the SIS. What is your status? Do you require medical attention?
Everything is fully operational.
Excellent. We'll get straight to work then. We're here to clean up the mess, make sure there's nothing useful to be recovered. Nice work, by the way. Jonas is waiting for you inside the Republic Embassy, up on the promenade. He asked that you meet him there for a debriefing.
I'll head for the embassy right away.
Glad I got a chance to meet you, Lieutenant. And again, nice work. Sweepers, fan out! Standard grid formation.
Which is why you shouldn't have tried to hide this from us. How can the SIS do its job if you lie to us?
You are in no position to demand anything from me, Agent Balker. I will conduct Special Forces affairs as I see fit.
Treason? Mass defection? You're covering up a threat to the entire Republic.
I'm back. The operation was a success.
Yes, the operation. That's just what we were discussing.
What were you thinking, Lieutenant? I gave you specific orders, and you ignored them.
Not everyone can deceive their allies, General. Some people actually have standards.
Telling you about the defection had no impact on the operation.
Showing a modicum of respect for people outside Spec Force counts for something, I think.
This discussion is over. Lieutenant, contact me on your ship's holo when everything with M14X has been settled. Garza out.
I don't know how you work with that woman. The job got done, and it was no small feat. You've definitely earned your reward.
What kind of reward are we talking about here?
Republic war droid M14X is to be repaired and direct control transferred to Havoc Squad's current commanding officer immediately. Want to go meet the newest member of your squad, Lieutenant?
M14X is programmed to obey Tavis. How can we be sure he'll be on our side?
Our technicians are the best in the Republic. If they say he's clean, then he's clean. Come on, follow me.
All right, that should wrap things up. Activating now.
Diagnostics complete. All systems operational. Unit M14X reporting for duty.
Finally, my very own killer war droid.
Lieutenant, I'm very pleased to see you again. Your work in disabling me was incredible. Republic soldiers obviously are the best in the galaxy. It will be an honor to fight alongside such an exceptional servant of the Republic. Together we shall crush the mindless hedonist of the Sith Empire.
Will your shields and weapons be as powerful as they were when we fought?
Unfortunately, no. Your skillful assault reduced my power core's charge back to its baseline. But this is only a temporary situation. Over time, my power core will gradually recharge, increasing my effectiveness until I can once again slay the Republic's depraved enemies with impunity.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant. Hopefully the next time we meet will be under more honest circumstances. See you around, Jonas. See you around, Lieutenant.
Ah, Lieutenant. There you are. Do I need to reiterate my disappointment in your decision to intentionally disobey orders and reveal the Spec Force defections to the SIS? Or has that been made suitably clear?
Clear, General. It won't happen again.
I'm glad to hear it. As for the mission itself, I'm satisfied. You've stopped Tavis's plans for the M14X and returned a valuable asset to Republic service. Well done.
I'm glad you approve, General.
Of course, you did almost plunge the entire galaxy into a war just to accomplish this mission. Please try to avoid that sort of thing in the future.
I'll try to be more careful from now on.
That's all I have for you, Lieutenant. You may proceed with your next assignment. Garza out. Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. Do you copy?
I can spare some time for you.
I understand you've just landed on Taris. I've already contacted our local regimental commander, Colonel Gaff, to secure his support. Colonel Gaff doesn't know the specifics of your mission, only that he should assist you in every way possible. I'd like to keep it that way.
Do we know which of the Havoc traders is hiding here?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to depend on local intelligence gathering to determine your target's identity and location. Taris is a dangerous and untamed wasteland. A Sith attack several centuries ago leveled every standing structure and virtually eradicated the local population. Where cities once rivaled Coruscant, only swamps and ruins remain. Reclaiming and rebuilding the planet has become an important symbolic goal for the Senate.
If there's any way I can aid in the reconstruction, I'll do it.
Of course. Just don't lose sight of your primary objective. That's all I have for you, Lieutenant. Report in when your operation is complete.
I'll contact you as soon as the job's done, General.
Well, well. General Garza graces us with her finest. At ease. I'm Colonel Gaff. These are my senior officers. Your CO sent orders to do whatever is necessary to support your mission. Of course, she didn't see fit to tell me what that mission is. You care to enlighten me?
I can't discuss the details.
Typical. Forget the reconstruction of Taris. I gotta shift everything around and help with some top-secret mission nonsense. Whatever Garza has you looking for, you won't find it on Taris. Nothing unusual has happened since I took command.
Patrol teams 3, 5, and 8. All lost, or without explanation.
Sergeant Dorn, I don't recall giving you permission to speak.
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the Lieutenant, per General Garza's instructions. Are you ordering me to violate Code 73B and ignore the General's directive, Colonel?
Always got a regulation to quote, don't you, Sergeant Dorn?
If the Sergeant has information, I'll take it.
The matter was settled days ago. Taris is dangerous. Casualties are common on patrol teams. It's unfortunate, but not unusual, no matter what Sergeant Dorn says. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a planet to run. Carry on with your secret mission. Just don't muck up anything important.
Apologies for the Colonel, Lieutenant. Not all men are meant to lead.
Colonel Gaff is disobeying a direct order.
I can assure you it's not the first time he's done so. I'm Ilara Dawn, sir. Sergeant, First Class, Commander of Search and Rescue Squad 204. We have 3 full squads, all MIA on patrols. The situation is critical.
You have any idea what happened to these men?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. Casualties are common on swamp patrols. Rakghoul attacks account for the majority, approximately 87%. However, SAR sweeps discovered no evidence of Rakghoul activity in these instances. Someone else attacked those teams. If you're looking for unusual activity, then this is it, sir.
I appreciate your help, Sergeant.
I included the last known coordinates for the MIA patrols in my official incident report, Lieutenant. I'll load it into your datapad for your review. Taris falls under Unexplored, Unsecured Territory Protocols. All armor cams transmit to SAR Command. I'll contact you with developments.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
That was interesting. I've had drill instructors more relaxed than that woman. Not to mention that accent.
What do you mean? What's unusual about her accent?
The only people I've heard talk like that were Imperials. The Republic must have freed her homeworld in the war. Growing up Imp would explain a lot about her personality.
I'd say the Republic could use more officers like Dorn.
And I'd say there's a better use for a soldier's time than memorizing every single regulation in the books. Guess it's off to work then. I'll watch our backs.
Those are power converters, Lieutenant. Old ones. Any theories on how they got to that location?
The people who attacked our patrols may have dropped them.
Possible. None of the other patrols logged similar discoveries. Power converters come from ignition systems, engine parts. It takes work to remove them. Someone dropped these converters. Either the patrol or their attackers. We need more information to determine which.
Guess I'd better find more information.
I'll remain in contact, Lieutenant. Dawn out. More power converters. According to the logs, this patrol followed an entirely different route. Either both patrols recovered the same engine parts from separate locations, or the converters were dropped in both areas by one group. The attackers.
I think we're on the right track, Sergeant.
A specialist MO7 science officer could examine the converters to determine their source. We have such an officer on staff. I will notify him while you search the last coordinates.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Very well, Lieutenant. I'll proceed to Science Division at once. Good luck, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, status report. Are you injured?
I might be hurt, Sergeant. You'd better come rescue and search me.
Flirtation and other non-mission critical communications over priority holochannels are strictly forbidden by procedural guidelines, sir.
I'm pretty sure that was a no, Lieutenant.
Your attackers were scavengers. Threat assessment reports classify them as a non-combatant group. That classification is clearly inaccurate. I'll notify command.
I need to know where these scavengers come from, their numbers and armaments.
Unknown, sir. Local intelligence felt they weren't worthy of investigation. Armed hostility against Republic personnel clearly justifies an immediate armed response, Lieutenant. It's your call.
Do we have any leads on the scavengers' HQ?
Orbital scan has just managed to pinpoint the location of the scavengers' compound. I'll scramble up my team and prep them immediately. We'll effect entry to the compound once you've created an opening.
I'll see you on the other side, Sergeant.
Good luck, Lieutenant. Sergeant Dawn out.
You're from the Republic! Watch out! There's a huge alien guarding us, and... Ah! There it is! Run for it! Who are you? You took that thing down easy.
What's your status? Any injuries?
We're pretty banged up, sir, but we'll live. We were running our patrol route when these damn scavengers jumped us. I'm Ensign, sir. I think it's a good thing you found us. The scavengers were gonna ship us off to some guy named Needles as soon as we healed up.
Needles? As in Ryler Dorn, the Havoc Squad medic?
I really don't know. Needles is all they ever called the guy. Figured it must be a code name, right?
Guess this wasn't a waste of time after all.
And that's not all. I also heard...
Here they are. Cav, Goran, cover the exit. Vise, Marco, Tabba, see to these men's wounds.
Oh, great. Sergeant Dorn's here to make sure we get stomped according to regulation.
Report, Ensign. Did you learn anything about the enemy?
Yes, sir. Sergeant, sir. As I was just telling the lieutenant here, we were captured for some guy named Needles. And get this. There are Imperials here, on Terrace. They're working with this Needles guy in a hidden base out in the swamps.
Sounds like you overheard quite a bit.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. The scavengers were pretty sloppy about talking in front of us. So, are you excited, Dorn? You finally have the chance to correct your old buddy's paperwork again.
This is no time for jokes, Ensign. Speak plainly.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. Sorry, sir.
Many of the local troops feel that my adherence to regulations is a result of my upbringing, Lieutenant. I was born Imperial. However, after 2 years' service in the Imperial military, I defected. Given my extensive knowledge and training, I was awarded this position under Service Code 37R.
You made the right decision.
We can discuss non-mission critical issues later. My team and I will get these men back to base, Lieutenant. You proceed with your mission against Needles and his Imperial installation.
I have the lead I was after. Time to act on it.
I'm glad I could help point you in the right direction, sir. Good luck.
Looking for Needles, are you? I'm afraid he's long gone, my friend.
Let's see those hands nice and slow.
Don't worry. I won't give you any trouble. I wouldn't stand a chance fighting you. So, I won't. Instead, let me make a suggestion. I'll tell you everything you need to know about Needles. But in exchange, you have to let me go.
You aren't going anywhere.
You and I are both soldiers, yes? Coincidence makes us enemies, but that's no reason we can't come to an honorable agreement. It's simple. Let me live, and I will tell you everything. Kill me, and you'll learn nothing.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is Sergeant Dawn. Do not trust this man. I served with him in the Empire. His name is Thoris.
What? Who's that? Who are you talking to? Dawn, is that you?
Thoris is a mass murderer, Lieutenant, a war criminal.
A mass murderer, huh?
During my time in Imperial service, Thoris ordered the executions of hundreds of civilian non-combatants and full-scale bombings of unarmed populations. Furthermore, these actions were committed in circumvention of direct orders from Imperial Command.
I am a soldier. I do what I must to achieve my objectives, just like you, Lieutenant.
I don't kill civilians, you imp scum.
Please, listen. I'll tell you everything. Everything I know. Needles is doing experiments on the Rakghouls. He wants to understand the disease, to turn it into a weapon. He left here a few hours ago. He said he was visiting some friends in the ruptured sewer system to get more samples.
Keep going. What else can you tell me?
That's everything. That's all I know. I've given you what you wanted. Now what about me?
You'd know better than I would, Sergeant. What should I do here?
I respectfully suggest you discharge your weapon into Thoris's skull, Lieutenant.
No! This isn't fair.
The discussion ends now.
I'll meet you back in the SAR office, Lieutenant. Dawn out.
No!
Good work with Thoris, Lieutenant. But war criminals do not deserve the opportunity to strike deals. Lab results confirmed Thoris's account. Needles has almost completed a weaponized strain of Rakghoul disease. However, the data makes no mention of Needles' friends in the ruins of the transport system.
Do you have any idea who these friends might be?
Available intelligence doesn't show any populations in the ruins of the transport system, but scans of the area have been cursory at best. Rakghouls infest the area, making scouting by foot inordinately difficult. However, one traversable route has been located.
I'll scout the area myself.
Any geographical information you can bring back would be very helpful, Lieutenant. This ruined transport station is our only lead to Needle's location. I would encourage you to stock up on supplies and munitions before entering the area. Good luck.
So congratulations to you, Ensign Sarvin, on your noble sacrifice.
It's all right. No, wait, sir, no!
Exquisite. I'll be requiring more Rakghouls for my work, Borzoth.
We already gave you the Rakghouls you asked for. When will you do as we asked?
As soon as the weapon is completed. With it, we will decimate the Republic outpost.
I smell an intruder.
So you do. Sergeant, is that really you?
I've moved up in the world since you last saw me.
So I see. You've slaughtered enough Republic enemies to be rewarded, then. Well done. I see you aren't alone. You brought that pathetic worm all the way from Ord Mantell, just to die along with you.
Talk all you want, Doran. You're not getting out of here alive.
Your timing is impeccable. Just as I find myself with plenty of pathogen but no more test subjects, you arrive. The transformation will hurt at first, but that's merely your organs rupturing and realigning. It's all over quickly, I assure you.
The only thing ending quickly here is your life.
Struggle if you must, then, but you'll wish you hadn't made it so hard on yourself. Vorzoth, please assist me in subduing our newest volunteer.
With pleasure.
I'm gonna enjoy taking you down.
Take them.
Looks like more samples of Needle's weaponized Rakghoul disease. What should we do with them?
What do you think we should do?
Well, can't hurt to take a few samples back so Research Division could take a look at them. I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
We'll take the samples back with us, then.
Just be careful with those things. I'd say it's about time we got out of here, Lieutenant. We'll follow your lead.
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Congratulations on the success of your mission.
I couldn't have pulled off this mission without you, Sergeant.
I was only following orders, Lieutenant. General Garza attempted to contact you a few moments ago. I took the liberty of briefing her on your mission status.
Thank you very much.
The General requested that you contact her before departing Taurus. The holocom in the next room has been prepared for your use.
I'll contact her right away.
Congratulations once again, Lieutenant.
Ah, greetings, Lieutenant. I understand congratulations are in order.
Needles is neutralized, General.
You've done very well. Needles was a brilliant man. Taking him down was no small feat. I haven't informed Cardin yet, but I doubt he'll be upset. He and Needles never did see eye to eye.
Needles was insane. I doubt anyone saw eye to eye with him.
And yet, Tavis never had any problems with Needles. Perhaps that should have been my first warning. And there's something else, Lieutenant. Tell me, what do you think of Sergeant Dorn?
Sergeant Dorn helped me when no one else would, General.
Yes, your reception on Taris wasn't ideal. I'm glad you managed to find the one useful officer in the entire outpost. I looked over her service record. Impressive stuff, I must say. Were you aware that Dorn served with the Imperial military for almost 2 years, Lieutenant?
She told me she grew up in the Empire.
Yes, the accent is a dead giveaway. Pure Droman Kos. Sergeant Dorn earned more commendations in her 2 years of Imperial service than most soldiers earn in 10. Since joining the Republic, she's earned 2 Medals of Valor, both for rescuing wounded soldiers under fire in enemy territory. This woman has led an exceptional career.
Good looks like Dorn's don't usually come with the uniform.
As professional as ever, I see. Please try to focus on the relevant details. I want Dorn in Havoc Squad, Lieutenant. Her service record is unmatched, and her assistance to you on Taris was beyond commendable.
Sergeant Dorn would make an excellent addition to Havoc Squad.
It's settled then. Congratulations, Lieutenant. You're halfway to a full squad. I'll contact Colonel Gaff to notify him about the transfer. You should go and inform Sergeant Dorn yourself, Lieutenant. Contact me from your ship when you've finished. Garza out.
Lieutenant, sir? Is there something else I can do for you?
Go pack your gear. You're with me now.
A transfer into Havoc Squad? Lieutenant, this is the greatest honor of my career. I'm speechless.
Don't get too excited, Sergeant. It's not as impressive as it's made out to be.
Sergeant Dawn, reporting for duty, Lieutenant. I'll prepare my Regulation 6 personnel transfer documents at once.
You've more than earned this, Sergeant.
I'll gather my personal effects and meet you on board your ship, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. You did nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Taris is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
The destruction of Taris was a terrible loss.
And we almost let it happen again on Coruscant. 300 years after Taris, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
Good men die when we don't learn from our mistakes.
That's why I'm here. I sent commandos to defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my teams lost contact, which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Taris.
If they've still got comms, tell them help is on the way.
The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your number 2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
Lieutenant Carlslew, I'm all that's left of Commander Childress's 5th detail. Please, tell me you're our reinforcement.
Childress sent me. What cut you off?
Give me a moment. All's clear, guys, and we've got some muscle from back on base. This is what's left of our research team. The others got ambushed while working. Scavengers must have guessed we were after something good. We need to hold them off long enough for the research team to recover and download that data.
I'm on point. Researchers inside. Anyone who's not working, fan out behind me.
Aye, sir. Aye. you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoking corpses there, no question. Unfortunately, we're not done. Not until this wreck's data is in the hands of Commander Viqui.
Give me what you have. I'll get it to the commander.
We've recovered all the high-priority info. If you run that to the outpost, I'll hold off what's left of the scavengers until our reinforcements arrive.
If you have any questions about military operations on... Ah, Lieutenant. I was expecting you. Excellent job at the Endar Spire.
Everything from the primary computers is on here.
The data from the Endar Spire will be invaluable to the Republic's war efforts. Lieutenant Karlsue tells me there's close surveillance footage of the Imperial warships.
Happy to pitch in.
Thank you for your service. Republic intelligence has been waiting for this data since the bombardment fell.
Lieutenant, I assume Sergeant Dorn took the news well?
Sergeant Dorn is honored to be in Havoc Squad.
Excellent. We'll have the squad fully restaffed in no time. One other detail. Were you able to retrieve a sample of the weaponized rat ghoul disease that Needles was developing?
I'd hate to think of the Republic using it on anyone.
Research purposes only, I assure you. Just leave it in the secured case beneath the holocommunicator. I'll see it reaches the right people. Now, a new situation has just developed that requires your immediate intervention. It's Tavis. He and a team of commandos just raided a Republic research center on Kalaran and stole a prototype cloaking device. But the prototype contains a tracking beacon. We now know the exact location of Tavis's ship. This is it, Lieutenant.
Why would Tavis go after this cloaking device?
The device renders an entire capital ship invisible, visually and to sensors. The advantage it would offer the Empire is obvious. Tavis's ship is currently sitting alone in an empty sector of space, most likely waiting to rendezvous with a larger vessel. You have to get there before that happens, Lieutenant.
When I hear lone ship and empty space, I think trap.
We'll deal with that situation if it occurs, but we have to take this chance. This is Harren Tavis himself, Lieutenant. Succeed here, and everything else becomes an afterthought.
What are my orders, General? Capture or neutralize?
He could be useful to us alive, but take no chances. We cannot afford to let Tavis escape. Be sure to secure the prototype cloaking device after you've dealt with Tavis. If it fell into the Empire's hands, it could be disastrous. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now. Effect entry to Tavis's ship, then do whatever is necessary to neutralize him and retrieve the prototype. Good hunting. Garza out.
Inventory report, sir. Food and medical supplies all look good, but our munitions are getting low. Thought we'd have enough to last us a year. Already requisitioned command for more. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. See more action in one day with Havoc than you see in a month with the Deadeyes.
There's a lot of demand for a unit of our caliber.
We mainly ran decapitation strikes. Neutralized enemy commanders before a Republic offensive. Left the opposition leaderless, disorganized. Sometimes, we'd camp outside the enemy's base for weeks, waiting for a clear shot. Eventually, we'd hit our target, pull out, let the ground pounders mop up.
You must have chalked up quite a kill count.
Over 24 confirmed. Eventually, I was offered a promotion and a post on Ord Mantell. I took it. Smart move career-wise. More men, more responsibility. But I wasn't interested in fighting separatists.
What were you interested in?
I signed on to fight Imperials. Anything else I did was career dressing. After my transfer, command of the Deadeyes fell to my XO, Torv. Smart kid. A little green, but the potential was there.
If he learned from you, I'm sure he's a fine officer.
Only so much a person can be taught about leadership. You've either got what it takes, or you don't. Come to think of it, I haven't been in contact with the Deadeyes for a while. I should find out where they're stationed. Catch up. Sir, you should know. General Vander contacted me. Said he'd talk it over with the brass and finagled a way to get me back on Ord Mantell. Offered me my old post. A promotion and command of their operations there. Pretty sweet deal overall.
I hope you turned him down. You're a part of Havoc Squad now.
You think I'd head back to some backwater planet like Ord Mantell? Fact is, I've been hitting the Empire harder than ever since I joined Havoc Squad. I didn't enlist to win medals or promotions. I enlisted to protect the Republic. to prove my people have a place here.
Glad you're finally warming up to your assignment.
It's growing on me.
We already lost one home to the Mandalorians. I'm not about to let the Empire take another.
Bad news, sir. I just received a dispatch from Command. It's my old sniper squad, the Deadeyes. They've been captured. Happened during a routine officer hunt. Somehow the imps got the drop on them and rounded up the entire unit. Careless.
How long have the Deadeyes been in Imperial custody?
Weeks. More than enough time to be marched in front of a firing squad. Look, something about this doesn't sit right with me. The Deadeyes' area of operation was on Nar Shaddaa. That's Hutt territory. Neutral ground. They shouldn't have had any business operating there.
You think there's more going on here?
Can't say yet. I need to know what happened to the Deadeyes, and if they're still alive. Missions on Nar Shaddaa are usually greenlit by the SIS. With your permission, I'd like to meet with them, see what they know.
Sounds as good a place to start as any. Make it happen.
I'll contact that agent we dealt with last time. The annoying one, Balkar. We'll rendezvous at the dive he hangs out in. With any luck, he'll have something for us.
Sir, my equipment and personal effects have been stowed in full accordance with Transport Code Section 2. If I may say so again, sir, it is truly an honor to be selected for Havoc Squad.
Clearly our first assignment should be a welcome party.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I have a great deal of intelligence to catch up on. I intend to begin reviewing and memorizing all relevant dossiers and intelligence reports on our assignment immediately. If I discover any points of confusion or areas where I believe I can contribute, I'll submit a full 587B report.
Carry on, Dorn.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. May I have a moment of your time?
I've always got time for you, Alara.
Thank you, sir. As a condition of my service in the Republic military, Personnel Division requires that I report regularly on my activities. However, my Havoc Squad missions are classified and cannot be shared with Personnel Division. I'd like to ask if you would vouch for me when I report in.
I'll be happy to help.
Thank you very much, sir. We should use the ship's secure line. Captain Kaylor, this is Alara Dawn, personnel number 22795, reporting in per Regulation 449.
Please, Alara, you don't have to give me the full rundown every time. I know who you are. How are things?
Well enough, sir. Allow me to introduce you to the commander of Havoc Squad, my new CO. Sir, this is Captain Kaylor, Army Personnel Division.
Good to meet you, Captain.
The pleasure's mine. Meeting you is a real honor. Tell me about being in the top squad in the Republic, Alara. You must be keeping very busy.
I'm sorry, Captain, but you aren't authorized to know about Havoc Squad's activities. My CO will have to vouch for me from now on.
What? Alara, I don't want to be a hard case, but rules are rules. This top-secret junk won't fly.
All Havoc Squad activities are highly classified, Captain. I'm sorry for any inconvenience.
Inconvenience. Just carry on, Alara. We'll talk about this after I've had a word with my superiors. Kaylor out.
I wasn't expecting him to react so strongly. Surely he didn't expect me to report on classified information.
Protecting classified information is a top priority.
Yes, sir. I'm surprised the captain didn't agree. If you'll excuse me, sir, I have several matters to attend to. Thank you for your time. Sir, I feel I owe you an apology. After we spoke with Captain Kaylor, I was unnecessarily curt with you. You've been very supportive. That hasn't always been the case with Republic personnel I've dealt with since defecting.
Must be hard to work with people who don't trust you.
I expected some degree of reservation, but nothing like what I've actually encountered. People distrust me as soon as I speak. They only hear my accent. Even when I'm not a potential spy, I'm a resource. Endless questions about Imperial culture, personnel, military procedures. It's exhausting.
You're a good soldier, Dorn. Don't worry about what other people expect.
Thank you, sir. I really don't complain by nature. Mistrust and inconvenience are a small price to pay for a clear conscience. I don't regret defecting to the Republic at all. Despite my past, I was allowed to join the military, earn commendations and serve in the Republic's most elite squad. I'm very fortunate.
What led you to defect in the first place?
We should talk about it later, sir. I've occupied enough of your time. Sir, I wondered if I might ask a personal question about the former Havoc Squad member's defection. What was it like to have your commander and comrades join the enemy? How did you feel?
I was shocked. I never saw it coming.
Tavis and the others must have been hiding their plans very carefully. I've always wondered how my family took the news of my defection. It must have been difficult for them to understand.
Your family is still in the Empire?
Oh yes. The Dawns are very proud of their history within the Empire. Members of the Dawn family have served with distinction in the Imperial military for generations. It's an important family tradition. It isn't easy to reach prominence in the Empire with no aptitude for the Force, but my family did it. I hope they're all still well.
It can't be easy to fight against your family's side.
It is a consequence I accepted when I chose to defect. I don't give it a second thought.
You're early. Haven't even had time to order us up a round. So, how's that 4X unit treating you? Racking up plenty of kills, I hope.
The Deadeyes. Valker, what do you know?
He's right. We didn't come for small talk.
Fair enough. I dug up what info I could, but frankly, there isn't much to report. Far as I can tell, the Deadeyes tried to off some Imperial big shot. Things went south, and they got themselves captured.
We both know the SIS has more intel than that.
There's more at stake here than you know. We're on the verge of an incident. The Imperials are out for blood, so the Republic is distancing itself from the operation. I shouldn't even be talking to you about all this. Those boys are on their own.
These are Republic soldiers, sir. Good men. All of them.
If the Republic won't do anything, then Havoc Squad will.
Look, I know this stinks, but my hands are tied on this one. I've got major players breathing down my neck. Otherwise, I'd tell you to investigate that prison the Imperials set up in Shadowtown.
The Imperials have a facility besides the normal Shadowtown areas?
Keep it down. This isn't your usual cantina gossip. Now, rumor has it, and I'm just talking here, that the Imperials built themselves a makeshift prison not too far from here. That's where they dump any local riffraff that get out of line. Could be they took the Deadeyes there.
Thanks for the tip, Balker.
I'm just making conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an alibi to work on. Remember, this meeting never happened.
No sign of them here. Balker must have sent us on a wild... Wait. I may have something. It's an outgoing holo message. Recent.
This is Captain Titch, confirming the details for outgoing prisoner transfer 993B. We've got 3 Gamorrean trespassers, a couple of spice peddlers, and our catch of the day, the legendary Deadeyes.
At least we know they're alive.
Or they were at the time of this transmission.
As per protocol, we've split the Deadeyes up and transferred them to off-world labor camps. I've encrypted the coordinates for their designated camps into this transmission. Those scum can spend their remaining years working off their debt.
Message ends there. Guess the imps don't make things quick for their POWs. Lucky us.
Make a copy of those coordinates.
On it. The encryption here is good. Too good. I can't crack it. Looks like we may need Balker's services again.
Off the hollow with a very angry Imperial diplomat. Apparently, some Republic troopers broke into the Imperial Detention Center.
Hey, I just went to Hari's for a drink. They got a new waitress there. Real looker.
Don't get cute with me, Balker. You know something.
Is this a bad time?
On the contrary. Now I know exactly where to stick my foot. Senior Agent Zane, SIS. That little stunt you pulled ruined any chance we had of negotiating the Deadeye's safe return.
Check your facts, Zane. The Imperials already shipped them off-world.
It's Senior Agent Zane, thank you. And storming an Imperial facility, guns blazing, it makes things worse. Your involvement ends now. Clear?
Our involvement ends when the Deadeyes are free.
Then you can tell your CO to expect a little love note from me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an Imperial ambassador to mollify. I trust you'll see yourselves off my planet.
What were you thinking coming back here? I told you I couldn't be connected to any of this.
We found some encrypted coordinates in the prison central computer. We think they'll tell us where the Deadeyes are.
Any chance you can decrypt those coordinates for us?
Not with Zane watching me. Look, a friend in Signal Intelligence owes me a favor. I'll put you in contact with him. He may be able to make something of those coordinates. It's the best I can do.
Thanks for your help on this one.
Sure thing.
I'll connect with Balker's contact once we get back to the ship. I'll report if I hear anything.
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant. It is Lieutenant now, right? You're doing so well for yourself, I'm very proud. I have to thank you for working this little meeting into your very busy schedule. It took me some trouble to arrange.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
You know, you're so threatening over Holo that I might even consider it. Let me get back to you later. You have caused me a great deal of difficulty, Lieutenant. Some have even called you my nemesis. Was that your goal?
What's your goal, Tavis? Why are you doing this?
My goal, our goal, is to fight injustice, to destroy the greatest murderers of all. Needles, even Captain Andrick. What is wrong with you? They were heroes, Lieutenant.
Your squad mates betrayed the Republic, just like you.
You're a fool. In my entire career, only one other enemy has been as difficult as you. The Imperial Shadow Fist. One of the most elite commando units in all of the Sith Empire. 5 of the Emperor's deadliest agents.
Please, end this before anyone else has to die.
I have only just begun, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad and the Shadow Fist fought many times. We battled to a standstill over and over again. We were the worst of enemies. But times have changed, Lieutenant. Meet my 5 newest friends.
Havoc Squad, defensive positions.
Ready, sir.
You're overdue for a painful death, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Lieutenant, report. Were you able to neutralize Tavis?
No Tavis, just the Shadow Fist.
Incredible. Ambushed by the Empire's best and still standing. You retrieved a military asset of incredible importance in the face of extreme danger. You did well. Our only choice now is to proceed as originally planned. Our technicians have determined your final 2 target locations, Tatooine and Alderaan. I'll give you a full briefing when you arrive at each mission zone. Move out immediately. Garza out.
If I may say so, sir, you've had quite an impressive career. You're the commander of the most elite squad in the entire Republic. You must be quite proud.
Serving in Havoc Squad has been the greatest honor of my career.
I remember when I first enlisted and qualified for medical specialization. My brother Alexei completed his technical specialization on the same day. We were both proud to finally serve in the Imperial military. My brother advanced quickly, but I became disillusioned as time went on.
Why did you become disillusioned?
The Imperial military was supposed to stand for honor and discipline, but my superiors discarded those concepts any time a Sith asked it. I'd always been taught that the Jedi and the Republic were genocidal hypocrites, but the only brutalities I witnessed were committed by my own comrades.
Did you try to change things, or did you defect right away?
I raised my concerns with my superiors, but they only questioned my resolve. Soon, I would have been forced to prove my loyalty by carrying out orders directly against my conscience. I chose to defect instead.
I'd say you made the right move, Dorn.
Once I'd made the decision, I slipped away during my squad's next night patrol. I was gone before anyone realized it. I surrendered to the first Republic patrol I came across and declared my intention to defect. That was over 3 years ago. It's strange to realize how long it's been. The Republic truly feels like my home now.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. I see you've landed in Anchorhead. Tatooine is a vast and dangerous desert of a planet, and I'm afraid you can't count on having Republic support during your mission there.
Havoc Squad can handle anything.
All the same, Lieutenant, I hate sending my people into uncharted areas like Tatooine without some kind of support. In the absence of military assets, I've arranged a local contact to assist you in your mission. Oleg Claren, the mayor of Anchorhead. Mayor Claren may not be a soldier, but he knows the area extremely well and can put his city's resources, whatever those may be, at your disposal.
Sounds like a useful friend to have.
Be sure to remember that this operation is top secret, Lieutenant. I told Mayor Claren only that you're undertaking an important mission, which is all that he needs to know. Understood?
I'll proceed with caution, General.
Very good. That's all I have for you at the moment. Proceed with the operation. Garza out.
That puts the tally somewhere around 64, sir. But we've still got some volunteers digging through the rubble to be sure.
64. So many. So much death, and for what? Why is this happening? What have we done to deserve this?
We still don't have any leads, sir, but I'm sure... Excuse me, who are you? This is the mayor's office. You can't just barge in here without an appointment.
I'm a soldier. The mayor knows I'm coming.
You must be the lieutenant, the one General Garza told me about. I am so thankful that you're here. Please, Lieutenant, I need your help. My city, the people of Anchorhead, need your help.
How can I be of assistance?
Someone is attacking us, Lieutenant. Bombs have been going off all over Anchorhead, more than a dozen just in the past week. And we have no idea who's behind them. No threats, no demands or warnings. Innocent people are being murdered without any explanation.
Dorn, one of our objectives is a bomb expert, correct?
Affirmative, Lieutenant. According to the personnel files I've reviewed, one of the most skillful in the galaxy.
Really? Do you think our problems might be related, then? If you find this bomb expert...
Sir, Mayor Clarence, sir. There's been another bombing. An apartment building over in District 7.
Oh, no. No! How many? Do we know yet?
No, sir, but it's going to be bad. A lot of people lived in the building. A lot of families.
I'll proceed to the scene at once, Mayor Clarence.
After the first explosion, there are always more, all in the same area. If you hurry, you might get there in time to stop them. Please, Lieutenant, protect my people, and I'll do anything I can to help your mission. Please, hurry! What? Who's there?
Just hang in there, Bennett. I'm Kana. I'm your neighbor, remember? You're going to be okay. Just try not to move, all right?
Oh, okay, sure. But my leg...
Don't worry. You'll be safe now.
Hear that, Bennett? You're going to be just fine.
I can see to this man's wounds. Sir, can you hear me? I need you to tell me your name, sir.
What? I'm Bennett. Are you a doctor?
Is he... Will he be all right? Can you take care of him?
The sergeant will get your friend patched up.
I'll have this man stabilized momentarily, but he will still require rapid evacuation to the nearest medical facility.
Thank goodness. We're so lucky you arrived when you did. I was outside. I just stepped out, and all of a sudden, I'm face down in the sand a half a block away.
Droid. It was a droid. Walked in the front door, and boom! Everything went white.
Hard to believe a single droid could do so much damage.
That's what I saw. Oh no! Oh no! Over there! In the doorway!
Is it over? Are they all dead?
Since they were never technically alive, I settled for blowing them apart.
You did it! You really did it! We're safe! Bennett, we're safe!
Good.
We owe you our lives. I wish there were some way we could repay you.
As a soldier of the Republic, it's my duty to help.
You're a true hero. I'll never forget what you've done here today. None of us will. Thanks again, stranger.
I stopped the bombings. There were no casualties beyond the initial blast.
You really did it? Thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you so much. The city of Anchorhead owes you a great debt.
Excuse me, Mayor Clarence. I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we have an urgent holocall. Someone who claims to have vital information about the bomber's identity.
What? Really? Put them through, Cone.
Hello there, Mayor Clarence, sir. My name is Vanto Bazrin, and I have vital information for you regarding... I'm sorry, is that... Sergeant? Is that you? Sergeant, it's me, Fuse, from Ward Mantell. Remember?
How could I forget?
I know you might not believe this, but I'm really glad you're here. If anyone can shut down the imps and stop the bombings in Anchorhead, it's you.
Pointless flattery won't make me trust you, Fuse.
What? No, please, you don't understand. It's not like that.
Lieutenant, who is this guy? Can he really help us stop the bombings?
I cannot discuss this individual or my mission, sir.
Please, I don't have much time. If they catch me transmitting, they'll... It won't be good. The Imperials brought me here to design bombs. Desert planet, middle of nowhere, makes sense, right? Then Colonel Gorick, the imp leader, well, he wants to test the bombs, but he won't use the empty deserts. He wanted a live testing ground. He chose Anchorhead.
That son of a... He's killing innocent people just to test your damn bombs?
You're assuming that Fuse is telling the truth.
Why would I lie? Why would I call you at all unless I wanted to help, right? It wouldn't make sense. As soon as I found out, I told Gorik I wouldn't do it. Never. So his men locked me up in here. Gorik's afraid of Tavis, or he would have just killed me. Only you can stop Gorik now. Let me help you. Let me tell you who's putting the bomb droids together.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
A group of Geonosians is building the bomb droids. When each batch is finished, they're sent to the coordinates that Gorik provides. The Geonosians are holed up somewhere outside Anchorhead, but I don't know where the exact location is. Guards are coming now. I have to hide the transmitter before I'm caught. Fuse out.
Roger that.
Look, Lieutenant, I don't know the whole story, granted, but I think he was telling us the truth. The Geonosians Fuse mentioned, a big gang of them, moved into an abandoned town nearly 2 months ago. They haven't been a problem, no worse than scavengers. We never imagined they were involved in the bombings.
Sounds like I'm paying these guys a visit.
If you kill the Geonosians' leader, it should put a stop to all of this. But there are so many. Getting in won't be easy.
Havoc squad can handle anything.
Good luck out there, Lieutenant.
What I'm saying, my dear friends, is that the latest objective was not destroyed.
We're here to put an end to this operation. Drop your weapons. Now.
Republic soldiers, eliminate them, Kyvax, at once!
So sorry, Claire. I never imagined it would come to this, you know? Innocent people dead, all because of my designs. I'm so stupid.
Well, you're working for the right side now, okay, buddy? We're going to put a stop to this.
The Geonosians were definitely working with the imps.
I know it's... Well, thanks for trusting me after everything that's happened. I really do want to help. Colonel Gorik was, he's a pleased by being Lieutenant. His entire operation on high alert.
I think it's time for you to tell me where you are, Fuse.
Well, I would, but there's a problem. You see, the base's location is a total secret. I have no idea where we are. The only people who have the base's coordinates are Gorik's commander teams. You have to hit one of those teams to get the coordinates.
Just point me in the right direction and I'll move out.
When the guards were talking earlier, I overheard them launching a commando team stationed in Hay near the San Pedro settlements. The commandos were preparing to test some designs for the sand. Mines, booby traps, that kind of thing. So the San Pedro, pretty right.
I'll stay alert.
May not be long for the port decides to fly entirely, Lieutenant. He's with the Republic reinforcements coming. So, try to reach the cave and get the coordinates off our commandos quickly, before the opportunity's gone.
Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Identify yourself immediately.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
Enemy contact. Open fire!
Surrender! I surrender! Please!
Coordinates for your hideout, now.
Base coordinates. Here, on this data pad. Please. Mercy.
You're free to go, soldier. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you.
Lieutenant, can you hear me? This is Oleg Claren. Are you there, Lieutenant?
I read you loud and clear.
Fuse just called. He said Colonel Gorik is pulling out. He's going to run for it, Lieutenant. That scum killed dozens of innocent people for his tests. Those people deserve justice. Their families deserve justice. Please hurry, Lieutenant. Gorik has to pay for what he's done.
That imp scum won't get away from me.
You've got him on the run. Now finish him off. Good luck, Lieutenant. Claren out. Right.
Lieutenant, you made it just in time. Gorik called for a full-scale evacuation. He's already at the hangar in the back of the base overseeing the evacuation, and he has my bomb designs with him. Please, you have to get to the landing area and stop Gorik before he escapes with my bomb designs.
Am I just supposed to leave you here?
I'm clearly not going anywhere, Lieutenant. After you've taken down Gorik, you can...
Warning. Warning. Self-destruct sequence initialized. All personnel must evacuate to the hangar area immediately. This is not a drill. Countdown sequence initialized. Warning. Warning. Facility detonation imminent.
Oh no, we're too late. The entire base, it's gonna be vaporized. We're out of time.
Don't give up on me now. We're getting out of here.
Havoc Squad never surrenders, right? Never fails. You'd have to go to the command center to cancel the detonation, and... well, you could even unlock myself from there. But by the time you reach the command center and stop the explosion, Gorik will have escaped with my bomb designs. That can't happen.
I'm sure I can stop the explosion and get Gorik if I move fast enough.
No, you have to leave me. By the time you cancel the self-destruct, Gorik will be long gone. Please, there isn't time to argue. It's down to me or the bomb designs, and... well, there's only one good choice there.
Gorik can't be allowed to escape with those bomb designs.
You should hurry. We spent too much time talking already. The hangar is at the other end of the base. Good luck, Lieutenant. And, please tell General Garza I'm sorry I let her down.
Nice knowing you.
So long.
Alpha Squad, Beta Squad, Gamma Squad, check. Good. Delta? Where is Delta Squad?
Not sure, sir. They should be here by now.
I'm here to take you down.
Who the... of course. I should have known.
Intruder! All squads, open...
Hold your fire, Captain. I'd like a word with this one. You. Do you have any idea what you've done here? What you've cost me? Cost the Empire? I'll have to spend months locating another sufficiently worthless planet with another town full of sufficiently worthless beings if I'm to conduct any useful research at all.
Your research ends here, Gorik.
Research is my life's work. My dream. Never stand between a man and his dreams, my friend. Perhaps I'll take what's left of you to Tavis, as consolation for losing his dear friend, Fuse. It is Fuse that's brought you here, isn't it? I quickly learned the man was weak, but I never would have guessed that his presence would be so... costly.
Fuse helped me find you, Gorik. He led me straight to your doorstep.
Impossible. Now you're just lying to me. Still, if you want to give him credit for delivering you to your death, then by all means. Captain, you and your men may fire when ready.
My friend gave his life so I could stop you, and that's what I'm going to do.
All squads, open fire! Squad, hold up. Get me a solid perimeter ASAP. You must be the commander of Havoc Squad. I'm Lieutenant Tasser, sir. 43rd Advanced Recon Squad.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
General Garza rerouted us from a 2-week sightseeing op on Ryloth to assist you, Lieutenant. Looks like you've already taken care of things, though.
The mission was a complete success.
Garza mentioned a possible prisoner for us to haul back to Coruscant. So did you find the guy or what? If he's still running loose, we could lend you a hand.
The objective could not be taken alive.
Can't win them all, I guess. All right, people. Let's sweep through the rubble and see if we can find the target's body to take back to General Garza. See you around, sir.
Lieutenant, you made it. Please, have a seat. Tell me what happened. Was your mission against the Imperials a success?
I can't discuss the details.
Yes, of course. I understand. Top secret mission, of course. Well, could you at least tell me about Fuse? I mean, did you rescue him from the Imperials?
He gave his life so that I could stop Gorik.
Oh, that's rough. He was a good guy, that one. Wish I could have shook his hand. So, your general called while you were gone. I filled her in on what I knew. Nice lady. Stern, though.
Don't get me started on General Garza.
Anyway, she wants you to call her from your ship before you take off. She was pretty insistent about it, actually. I hope there's nothing wrong.
Post-mission debriefing. Standard procedure.
Oh, good. Personally, I think I've had enough crises for 3 lifetimes. Well, Lieutenant, the people of Anchorhead owe you an incredible debt. You've saved countless lives from a threat we never could have imagined. I managed to scrape together a small reward for you. It's the least we could do to thank you.
No reward is necessary.
That's generous of you, Lieutenant. I know the people affected by these bombings will really appreciate it. So, I guess this is where we part ways. It's been a real pleasure having you here, Lieutenant. An honor. We'll never forget what you've done for us.
The Republic prides itself on protecting the innocent.
Well, be sure the Republic knows how much we appreciate the help. Good luck, Lieutenant. You'll always be welcome in Anchorhead.
Lieutenant, thank you for calling. From what I hear, you've been very busy. We have quite a bit to discuss. First, congratulations on stopping the bombings in Anchorhead. Mayor Clarence was both impressed and grateful. Well done.
Glad I could make a difference.
You've represented the Republic very well in this. Good job. I also understand that you not only located Fuse, but routed an entire Imperial research facility in the process. Lieutenant Tasser filed his report only moments ago, actually. I'm sorry he and his men couldn't arrive sooner.
I can handle these missions on my own.
That was Lieutenant Tasser's estimation as well. Still, I prefer to have backup available to you whenever possible. Tasser described the Imperial facility as a flaming graveyard, and I understand Fuse was among the deceased. I'll admit I'm a bit confused by that turn of events. According to Mayor Clarence, Fuse cooperated and was instrumental in your operation.
Fuse gave his life so that I could stop Gorick. And he asked me to tell you he was sorry.
I see. It's all such a pity. He was a good soldier. What about the bomb designs that Fuse created for the Imperials? Were you able to retrieve a copy?
Fuse died to make sure we got these designs.
Then we'd best make good use of them. I'll download them to Coruscant for review. I have nothing further for you, Lieutenant. Carry on with your mission and keep up the good work. Garza out.
Got a problem, sir. Weapons malfunction. I had a couple of misfires during that prison run. I think the barrel might be out of whack. Not surprising given all the action we've seen. With your permission, I'd like to inspect the rest of the squad's ordnance, make sure everything's up to code.
Way to think ahead, Jorgen.
That's what I do. When you're sniping enemies from 800 meters, any imperfection in the blaster can ruin your shot.
You hit targets from that far? You're good.
Part of the job, sir.
Sir, I need to speak to you immediately. I've received a strange holomessage that appears to bear Imperial signal codes. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted you present to supervise and confirm that I'm not engaged in secret communications with Imperial personnel.
We better watch it immediately.
Yes, sir. I'll load it now.
Hey, Lara, it's me, Alexei. I hope you're well. It's been a long time.
Alexei? Sir, this message is from my brother. I don't know what to say.
I know this must be hard for you.
It's more surprising than anything. I honestly never thought I'd see his face again.
I'm sorry to contact you like this, but I need your help. My men and I, we're as good as dead. We're on Nar Shaddaa. We were caught tampering with one of the Hutt's operations. We never dreamed the slugs would have so much security. These Hutts are Imperial allies, Alara. There is no rescue team. We'll be disavowed and left to die. Please. You're my only hope now.
How do we know Alexei isn't leading us into a trap?
We should proceed with caution. But I don't believe my brother is lying to us. I believe I can bring him to our side. I know my brother better than anyone. I can convince him to defect. Perhaps it's best if I see to this matter alone, sir. Alexei will be much easier to convince if he doesn't feel outnumbered.
If you can bring him in willingly, then all the better.
Coordinates are included at the end of the message. I'll prep my gear for search and rescue. The operation was a complete success, sir. Per Code 23 of the Enemy Interaction Guidelines, Alexei officially defected to the Galactic Republic. Given the circumstances, we didn't have much time to catch up, but I have my brother back. Thank you for allowing me to help him.
I'm happy to hear that everything worked out.
Hopefully Personnel Division will allow me to stay in contact with Alexei. Not privately, of course, and help guide him through the defection process. I should start compiling notes for him. Thanks again, sir.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. I understand you've just set down on Alderaan. The political situation on Alderaan is highly complicated. The world's ruling families are mired in a civil war for control of the planet. House Organa supports the Republic, so they're our primary ally. Your mission against the Havoc traders is priority 1, but try to aid the Organas where you can as well.
Who will I be aiding House Organa against?
The Empire supports House Organa's rival, House Thule. Thule was banished from Alderaan, but with the Empire's support, they've returned to make an attempt for control of the planet.
How much support is Thule actually getting from the Empire?
Quite a bit. Intelligence reports indicate that Imperial troops operate openly on Thule's behalf all over Alderaan. Now, your primary mission. Your target is Gearbox. A captured Thule nobleman has revealed his presence to our House Organa allies. Apparently, Gearbox is aiding House Thule and the Empire in their effort to take control of Alderaan, though we don't yet know the full nature of that assistance.
I'll ascertain Gearbox's objective immediately, General.
If it's something of interest, certainly recover what records you can, but your main objective remains the man himself. You should speak to the Thule nobleman that House Organa captured, and see if you can get more information from him. The Thule prisoner is being held in isolation at House Organa's estate. I left strict instructions that no one interact with him further until you arrive.
I'll proceed to the Organa estate at once, General.
The overseer at Organa's detention center is a man named Balak Cormac, a captain in their house military. He will be your primary contact. That's it, Lieutenant. Question the prisoner, determine Gearbox's whereabouts, and neutralize him. Understood?
I'll be done in no time.
Good luck, Lieutenant. Garza out.
Hold up a minute, friend. The detention area is restricted. I'm going to need to see some identification before you come in here.
Here you go.
Thank you. Let's have a look then. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't recognize you. Well, your general told us someone was coming, but he didn't say who. You'll be wanting to talk to our esteemed guest from House Thule, won't you? He's a tough one. We worked him over a dozen times, and he still won't talk.
I thought he mentioned a man called Gearbox.
Well, yeah, besides that, he mentioned the Gearbox fellow as soon as we brought him in. The man's name is Marcus Thule. He did tell us that much. Our boys caught old Marcus sneaking into the castle with a dozen Imperial commandos, set on cutting the head of House Organa into Throntibate.
Was anyone in House Organa harmed?
Nobody in the family was hurt, but a bunch of guards went down in the fighting. It was bad, Lieutenant. Really bad. Anyways, as soon as we got the shock cuffs on him, Marcus starts in on the Gearbox stuff. Critical intelligence, Republic Special Forces will want to know, that sort of thing. That's when we called your people.
This is all top secret, Captain. Don't forget that.
As you say, sir, I wouldn't breathe a word of it to anybody. Marcus is in holding cell 5, Lieutenant. I've set the security door to grant you access, whenever you're ready.
So, a visitor. Welcome. I am Marcus and Darius Thule. Your aspect and equipment are not those of House Organa. Whom do you represent?
Instead of my friends, let's talk about yours. Like Gearbox.
A soldier, clearly, and not of House Organa. But someone Organa allows to speak with their prisoners. Someone from the Republic. Ask any questions you wish. The answers will only come when you've done what I require. I can tell you all about Gearbox, the Empire, and their activities. But before I help you, you must help me. I want protection for my wife and daughter.
I can't help you until I know your intel is good.
And I cannot help you until I know that my family is safe. My wife and daughter, they still live amongst my house, and amongst the Imperials. If I tell you what I know, they will suffer for that betrayal. I won't allow this. So until my family is safe, I can tell you nothing.
Lead me to Gearbox and I'll do whatever you want.
If I tell you where he is now, you could simply deal with him and leave, gaining me nothing. Perhaps a compromise. I tell you part of what I know to prove the veracity of my claims. If you find that my intelligence is accurate, you help my family. After which, I will tell you exactly how to locate Gearbox.
Let's hear this intel of yours.
Among other projects, Gearbox has helped construct a hidden, highly sophisticated missile battery capable of eradicating any Organa force that approaches Thule territory. Destroying this missile battery would greatly benefit your Organa allies and prove how accurate my information is. All you need do for the rest is protect my wife and daughter.
Talk after I'm done checking your intel. If you're telling the truth, then I'll protect your family.
Then you will have what you seek. Farewell.
I gotta say, Lieutenant, you're something else. Until you showed up, Marcus had barely spouted 20 words at us. Don't know about this business with Marcus's wife and daughter, though. The boys upstairs may not approve of cutting deals with this guy.
Saving the family is the only way to get Marcus's intel.
Well, then it's probably best if we don't call any attention to ourselves. So what about Marcus's story? All of this missile launcher business. You think he's telling the truth?
If he's lying, I'll kill him myself.
You don't mess around, do you? Well, good luck out there, friend. Who knows? Maybe you'll find some clues about this gearbox guy. I'll keep an eye on Marcus while you're gone.
Forward battery, this is Primary. I've got some fresh ballistic data for the MR3s you've got loaded down there.
That's him, isn't it, sir? Former Lieutenant Bex Kolos. Gearbox.
Been studying your personnel files, haven't you?
Affirmative, sir. I thought it best to learn what I could about our targets in advance.
We've been doing some testing for Project B and worked out new results for your range recs. You want to nudge those MR3s a good 0.053 degrees positive lateral to get clean hits on Zone 3. Anyhow, stay sharp out there, kids. Maybe once Project B is complete, we'll have you over for a little demonstration. Primary out.
Project B. Does the term have any significance for you, Lieutenant? Do you know what he's talking about?
No ideas here, Sergeant.
Perhaps Marcus Thule would know more. We should question him further. I'll follow your lead, sir.
Captain Cormac, I really don't believe I can make myself much clearer than...
Lieutenant, welcome back, sir. How did your mission go? You know, destroying that giant missile battery that threatened our house, sir?
The battery was destroyed successfully, Captain.
Well, congratulations. I'd say House Organa really owes you one for taking care of such a dangerous threat.
Yes. Allow me to extend the fondest gratitude of our noble House of Organa for your heroic assistance, Lieutenant. I am Palos Theseus Organa, first nephew to His Highness the Great Duke of Organa. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
It's good to meet you too, sir.
Yes. Well, indeed. I'm told that you have spent some time in the company of a prisoner detained herein, one Marcus Thule. This man is of no small consequence to our house, as you may well be aware. What is your interest in him?
Unfortunately, I can't discuss the details of my mission.
Surely you're joking. Lieutenant, I'm certain you would agree that my family has a right to know what transpires in our home. Marcus Thule is telling you secrets which I deeply suspect he would not do without promise of recompense.
I help him, he helps me. That's how these situations go.
I see. It is as I suspected, then. Well, I'm afraid that house business compels me elsewhere, so I must take my leave of you, Lieutenant. But let me make something clear. Marcus Thule attempted to murder the head of our house. He will not be pardoned for his crime.
Sorry about that. I tried to calm him down, but to Palos, you're just a stranger buddying up with the guy who tried to kill his family.
Palos has a right to seek justice for his family.
Yeah? I'd want to put Marcus down, too, if he came after my family like he did the old Duke. I've been watching Marcus since you left. I don't think he's made a sound or moved a centimeter. Still, I'm sure he's been looking forward to your next visit. I'll be out here if you need anything.
You've returned. I trust everything was as I described. I have now proven the accuracy of my knowledge, as well as my intentions. Before I share any more intelligence on Gearbox, you must rescue my wife and daughter.
I'll rescue your family. Where are they?
My wife and daughter can be found at our family manor. I'll provide you with the coordinates. They must not be recognized while traveling with you. You'll need to acquire disguises of some kind.
I'll see if Captain Cormac has anything I can use.
My family and I have a code word for situations such as this. Speaking it will prove that you're acting on my behalf. Tyrovan, remember the word well. I'll not have you harming Altana or Valen to gain their cooperation when you could simply speak a word.
Tyrovan. Got it.
Good. If you fail to deliver Altana and Valen to me alive and well, I will never tell you anything. Never. Now go. We will only speak further when I see my wife and daughter safely before me.
So I guess that's it then. Nothing for it but to rescue the wife and daughter, huh?
At this point, there's no other choice, Captain.
Well, probably worse things in the galaxy than rescuing noble ladies, even if they are Thules. I've got you some cloaks here, sir. To disguise the ladies, I mean. It's going to be tough getting to those ladies. There's bound to be loads of guards, Imperial and Thule, in every direction.
Thanks for the heads up, Captain.
Anytime. Good luck, Lieutenant.
are you? What do you want from us?
Is this what real Organa soldiers look like, Mum? How fierce.
Stay behind me, daughter. I won't let you be taken from me.
We won't hurt you.
You charge into our home, weapons drawn, and expect us to believe that you mean no harm. Why have you come here? What are you going to do to us?
Your husband wanted me to get you out of here. He even gave me the password. Tyrovan.
Tyrovan. The code word. Marcus, he's still alive.
We have to go to him, Mum. We have to.
But how will we make the journey? We'll be spotted traveling with this soldier, marked as traitors to House Thule, to the Empire. I want to see your father again as much as you do, dearest, but we must think these things through.
Put these on, so no one will recognize you.
Well, I suppose, if we have no other choice.
I'll keep you safe, ma'am. You have my word.
Very reassuring.
Don't mope, Mum. This is going to be so exciting. Let's go.
Hello there, ladies. Welcome to the detention center.
Where's Marcus? You're holding him prisoner in this horrid place, aren't you? I insist that you take me to him at once.
Lieutenant, what's the call here? You think it's safe to let him in?
I'll take responsibility if anything happens, Captain.
All right. Take the ladies on in. Cell's open.
Let's move along. I want to bring this nightmarish journey to a close.
Don't be such a crank, Mum. Enjoy the adventure. We're going to see Father.
Yes, the only thing that brings me comfort in our impending doom. Let's find out what these beasts have done to my Marcus. Marcus!
Father, we're so happy to see you.
Altana, Valen, I'm sorry to have put you through all of this. Was your journey a safe one? Are you injured?
We are uninjured, husband. This beast you sent for us was more savage than those we encountered along the way.
It really was the most exciting adventure of our lives, Father. Thank you.
Your wife and daughter are safe, Marcus. Now it's your turn.
You have carried out your end of the agreement. With Altana and Valen safe, I can tell you everything you wish to know.
Marcus!
Our house is no longer ours, dear. It is a puppet, and nothing more. The two of you are my only concern now. Listen closely, soldier. Gearbox is working inside a highly secure bunker, hidden in the mountains. A direct assault is impossible. The bunker's force fields are impenetrable. But if you raid the generator facility that powers it, you should be able to shut the defenses down.
Nothing is impossible for Havoc Squad.
I suppose we'll soon find out for sure. As for Gearbox himself, I cannot offer any further information. His Project B was kept a secret even from House Thule's highest nobleman. However, he promised that Project B would single-handedly turn the tide of the conflict. Whatever it is, Project B is dangerous.
Thanks for the heads up.
Our arrangement is concluded. If you'll excuse us, I'd like to spend some time alone with my family now.
Hey there, kid. Been a while now. Barely even recognized you.
Memory loss is common for people your age.
Call me old, yeah. I've never heard that before. Especially from someone I ended up killing a few seconds later. Who was that nice young lady you got with you? I don't think I've had that pleasure.
Get to the point.
Listen to me, young lady. Never go around down there and we're going to shoot. Need you to be important to him.
The Lieutenant simply knows that I have no interest in conversing with traitors to the Republic.
Well, judging by your accent and the company you're keeping, I'd say that's something of a double standard.
Cardinal is surrendered. You should follow his example.
Jack Cardinal was a warrior. He never surrendered to a worthless world like you. Gotta hand it to you, I didn't think anybody could reach this place, but here you are. Still, you aren't real Havoc Squad material. Seems a real Havoc trooper would never fall into a trap like this one.
Couldn't win in a fair fight, huh?
No such thing as a fair fight. Now, come on.
Sir, I was only following the Lieutenant's orders. Cooperating with our allies, isn't that the drill?
Captain, you have converted our prison into a hotel for enemy nobles.
I already told you. The Lieutenant had to rescue the ladies to get Marcus to start talking. That's all this is, sir.
This guy giving you trouble, Cormac?
Lieutenant. Sir, you're back. You're just in time.
Ah, the Lieutenant, no doubt returning from yet another daring and influential operation on my family's behalf, and without our knowledge. Would you be so kind as to explain to me why there are 3 Thule nobles here insisting that they have a bargain with you?
I made a deal with Marcus to get the information I needed.
How dare you make arrangements with House Organa's prisoners without our permission? Indeed, without our very knowledge! I don't suppose you'd care to share the details of this illicit arrangement that you've conceived, Lieutenant?
This man and his family have cooperated in full with Republic forces. They are free to go.
This is an outrage. You promised amnesty for the very man who tried to murder our honored Duke? This was not your decision to make. You have overstepped your meaningless authority for the last time.
This concession was a mission necessity.
And what of your allies in House Organa? Our demands are of no consequence to you? Your commanding officer will hear of what you've done. Good day to you all.
Lieutenant, I am surprised. You've risked everything for the sake of my family. Thank you.
Destroying families isn't my op orders.
I will forever be in your debt, and Marcus Thule never forgets his debts.
Well, sir, I guess that about wraps things up for you here. Let me just say that it's been a real honor working with you, Lieutenant. A real honor.
I couldn't have done it without you, Cormac.
It was nothing, really. Glad I could help. Hope we meet again, sir. Good luck out there.
Lieutenant, this is General Garza. Report. What is the status of your mission on Alderaan?
Everything's taken care of.
I'm pleased to hear that, Lieutenant. Congratulations. And what of Gearbox? What is his current status?
Gearbox has been dealt with, as ordered.
Excellent, Lieutenant. Top-notch work. Now regarding your secondary objective, assisting House Organa wherever possible. A very angry young man named Palos claims that you caused House Organa a great deal of trouble. Please elaborate.
Palos repeatedly interfered with my mission, General. I did nothing to provoke him.
Really, Lieutenant? I suspected he wasn't being entirely accurate, but perhaps there was some kernel of truth in what he said. You got Gearbox as ordered. Your success is undisputed. But our allies are critical to the war effort. You will be more diplomatic in the future. Understood?
This won't happen again, sir. I promise.
I would appreciate that very much. With Gearbox eliminated, you have officially dealt with every Havoc trader outpost we are aware of. But as you know, our task is not yet complete. You should return immediately to Special Forces Command on Coruscant. It's time we finish this.
Do we have a lead on Tavis's position?
We'll discuss the relevant intelligence when you arrive, Lieutenant. Do not delay. Garza out. Welcome, Lieutenant. Stand at ease. Make yourself comfortable. We have a great deal to discuss. Before we begin, I want to congratulate you on everything you've achieved thus far. You've completed missions and defeated enemies that few other soldiers could ever contend with. The time has come to end this. To deal with your former squad mate's treachery once and for all. We've made a critical breakthrough in the search for Tavis. A decisive opportunity has presented itself. Are you ready to end this, Lieutenant?
I'm always ready.
Good. We've intercepted a signal, broadcast to Taris, Nar Shaddaa, Tatooine, and Alderaan. The signal contained a message from Tavis, calling for all of his surviving followers to pull out and rendezvous in Imperial space.
I thought I'd wipe those traitors out.
Apparently, some number of scattered survivors remain behind on the worlds you visited. I suspect the Empire is losing its patience with Tavis. Every operation the Havoc traders were involved in has now been completely obliterated. Your missions have been very costly for the Empire. I think Tavis is trying to regroup before the Imperials cut him off completely.
If Tavis is pulling back, this would be a good time to make a move.
Exactly what I was thinking, Lieutenant. I want you to infiltrate Tavis's rendezvous. You'll proceed to the coordinates in the message and slip in amongst the surviving traders to board his vessel.
What's the plan once I'm aboard, sir?
Once on board, your first objective will be disabling the ship's hyperdrive. Next comes your ultimate objective, Tavis. Locate and neutralize him with extreme prejudice, Lieutenant.
Tavis won't escape us this time, General.
You don't need me to tell you the kind of odds you'll be facing out there. This is no ordinary mission. This is a Havoc mission. A mission no other unit could ever accomplish. Is Havoc Squad prepared to do what no one else can, Lieutenant?
Consider it done.
Here, get yourself and your people the best loadouts you can. Then head for the rendezvous coordinates. I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. The Republic is counting on you. So get out there and do us proud. Dismissed.
Good day, Lieutenant. Welcome aboard the Justice. Need to run a few questions by you before you head on into the crew area.
What kind of questions?
Nothing major, just a couple of quick questions to help with the personnel tracking. Which planet were you posted on, Lieutenant? Who did you serve with?
I was stationed on some rock called Tatooine, with Fuse.
Fuse, huh? Some other guys from Tatooine were telling me he cracked out there. That he suddenly just refused to continue his work.
Fuse totally lost it. He even locked himself in a closet.
Wow. Guess it's never the ones you expect, huh? I mean, he was in Havoc Squad. You'd think he could keep it together. So what about this other rumor I keep hearing? That a single Republic soldier came in and broke up the entire operation. Is that really true?
The guy was a killing machine. I still have nightmares.
Sounds pretty serious, but hey, you made it. We're in the clear now. Hey, I won't hold you up any longer, Lieutenant. Go on and head for the crew area. I bet you could use some rest after what you've been through. See you around.
Hello, Lieutenant.
I was hoping we'd bump into each other.
Me too. You're caught. You failed.
Surrender, Wraith. I don't want to fight you.
Too bad. Time to die.
Lieutenant, it seems that no matter how hard I try, I can't have any kind of gathering without you. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You were a member of Havoc, just like the rest of us. I suppose you belong here in some twisted way.
You've got nothing to do with Havoc Squad, Tavis. You're a traitor.
I am Havoc Squad, Lieutenant. Cardin, me, Wraith, Gearbox, Needles, and Fuse. We were Havoc Squad. You are nothing. You should be thanking me, really. I imagine that killing all my comrades, my closest friends, has been good for your career.
Cardin is still alive. He came in willingly.
Cardin? Really? That's good to hear. But that hardly makes up for the rest, Lieutenant. Nothing can absolve what you've done. In the end, I'm glad you've come. I'm glad you intercepted the signal, and glad you butchered the last of my loyal soldiers. I'm glad you're here, Lieutenant. I'm glad I get to kill you myself.
That's not gonna happen.
It's time, Lieutenant. Let's finish this.
I've been waiting for this since Ord Mantell.
Come on, then. This is it, isn't it? This is all I have to show for everything I've done. Everything I tried to achieve.
There's nothing left, Tavis. Just give it up.
What have I done? They're dead. They agreed with me. They followed me. They died because of me.
Everyone who followed you died for it.
And for what? We accomplished nothing. Nothing. Don't kill me, Lieutenant. I can help you. I've learned things. Intel about the Empire. Bring me in. Take me to Garza. Let me undo some of the damage.
I'm going to bring you in alive, and you're going to be court-martialed.
Trial? What's the point? Traitors are executed. You might as well just shoot me now.
A trial would give you the chance to reveal the truth about what happened to Havoc Squad.
No. The truth will never leave the courtroom. Everything will be covered up. Garza will see to it. No. It's better to die here. To die on my feet. To die fighting. This ends here, Lieutenant. This ends now.
Negative on hostiles.
It's all clear, General.
At ease, Lieutenant. You've done a truly remarkable job. Congratulations.
Aaron Tavis has been neutralized, General.
Aaron Tavis dead. I honestly had to come just to see it for myself. He was one of the best soldiers to ever serve under my command. It's a very great shame that he chose to end his career this way.
If I could have brought him in alive, General, I would have.
You did your duty. You have absolutely nothing to apologize for. I congratulated you earlier, Lieutenant, but I think it bears repeating. You've accomplished something remarkable today. Tavis and his followers knew every aspect of our organization. They could have torn the Republic military apart piece by piece, but they never got the chance. Thanks to you.
I couldn't have done it without Sergeant Dorn's help.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant. It's an honor to serve in Havoc Squad.
We'll be staying to search the ship for intelligence while the hyperdrive is reactivated, but there's no need for you to remain as well. I'd say you've earned some leave, Lieutenant. Take some time off, then return to my office on Coruscant when you're ready to discuss a new assignment for Havoc Squad.
It will be nice to finally relax a bit.
Yes, I imagine it will. Now, go out and enjoy yourself a bit, Lieutenant. And congratulations yet again on completing one of the most difficult assignments in Spec Force's history.
You're too kind, General.
If I am, you're the first person to think so. Enjoy yourself, Lieutenant. Dismissed. Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. I'm afraid your leave will have to be cut short. A critical situation has just been brought to High Command's attention. Havoc Squad is needed immediately. Report to my office on Coruscant right away. We'll discuss things further when you arrive. Garza out.
Great. If High Command is worked up, this can't be good.
Looks like we're back on the job. Are all of you ready for this?
Ready and able, Lieutenant.
Always.
Our degraded enemies have rested in reprieve too long. Let's set out right away.
Lieutenant, welcome. Stand at ease. We have a lot to discuss, and not much time to do it in. First, for your courageous actions against superior enemy forces, you are being awarded the Republic Mark of Victory. In addition, due to your exemplary leadership under the most dire of circumstances, you are hereby promoted to the rank of Captain, effective immediately. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, General.
You've more than earned it. I've called the other members of Havoc Squad here so you can designate one of them as your executive officer. Your XO will serve you as second-in-command and be promoted to the rank of lieutenant. As droids cannot hold rank, your choice is between Sergeants Jorgen and Dorn.
Alara Dorn, I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant.
Thank you very much, Captain. I will endeavor to serve well.
Now, let's discuss the reasons you were called here. An SIS agent working undercover in the Imperial military has made a critical discovery. The Empire is constructing an experimental new superweapon, codename Gauntlet.
How dangerous is this thing, General?
We're short on details, unfortunately. The agent is in too deep to risk transmitting any further information. Our only option is a rapid extraction. That's where Havoc comes in.
We'll put the agent out immediately, General.
The extraction will take place on Tatooine. An SIS agent will meet you there with the full details of the operation. Failure is not an option, Captain. We have to learn what the Gauntlet is and what it's capable of, no matter the cost. Dismissed.